This means out. This is your way out. Do or drown. Do or drown in turmoil.
Alright, chat members, I'm on my shitty old laptop again. Get ready. It's gonna get spicy. The stream might not even be able to happen. Speaking of spicy, I should go get my booze.
Leave no trace. All my files erased. Burn my clothes. Burn my Prada trainer. Let's sleep together right now. Relieve the pressure somehow. Switch up the future right now. Let's sleep forever.
Oh god, is my mic? Oh no, it's a complete nightmare. Oh Jesus Christ, hang on.
This is fate. This is your escape. Leave here now.
Alright, my fellers and fellerettes. We're about to rub your ass in the moonshine.
It's over. Let's sleep together right now. Relieve the pressure somehow. Switch up the future right now. Let's sleep
Oh god, is my mic okay? Hello. I brought my real microphone this time. This is my proper microphone, but it's also my shitty laptop. So I guess that's more of the problem than the mic was last time. I guess I owe Audio Technica like an apology for shitting on their microphone. It was more my laptop's fault, but you know, somehow it'll work. We'll make it through. We'll try to work on it as we go. I wish I could hear myself. I mean, there's an option to hear yourself, but it doesn't actually. It's great. It doesn't actually show you like what you actually sound like. So you record yourself and then it sounds completely different. It's cool. But anyways, hello, everybody. We're doing a little bit of an earlier stream today. I guess it's not that much of an early stream. It just feels that way because I'm in Toronto again. And yeah, I'm here with my bad laptop because still not fully moved. Got more stuff to do. Got more to take care of. And but I had to come over because I'm actually seeing a concert tonight. I started the stream with Sleep Together. We are ranting about sex. Don't tell Susan the stream is about sex. The word that's censored in the title, it's sex. But yeah, we're talking about that. And you know, I played Sleep Together by Porcupine Tree, and Porcupine Tree is playing tonight in Toronto. Of course, they have the album Deadwing, from which my name derives. I am nothing but a filthy hack, as you all know. I can't make anything original on my own. But yeah, I wanted to do this stream a couple days ago, but you know, I had like flight to do and stuff, and then I was tired, and yesterday I wanted to dick around and do a little shopping, and I encountered some crazy people, so that was cool. I also found a place that was like a barber shop or something, and it was called like Jesus is King. I don't know, it was a barber shop. It was just weird that that was the name of like a barber shop. But yeah, you know, I've been back. And yeah, we're going to talk about a thing that I've been meaning to discuss for a little bit. As I mentioned, there was a recent video. How long ago was it now? Let me see. There was a recent video from 3 days ago. Maybe it's 4, actually. Who knows with YouTube. You ever notice how bad YouTube's thing is, where it like tells you like how long ago a thing was? It'll be like, oh, it was a year ago, and it was literally like 5 days short of 2 years ago, but it'll still say 1 year ago. It's very annoying. But yeah, Charlie released an interesting video a few days ago. Many of you may have seen it. It was apparently #1 trending for gaming, which it really doesn't have much to do with gaming because it's actually more about sex. Yeah, this is a situation that unfolded over the course of, I guess, the last couple weeks, where, well, you know, we'll watch Charlie's video here, and he'll kind of guide us through it a little bit. Let me set this up, because I watched this and like, I gotta say before. Okay, well, we're loading the page now. That's cool. We're gonna load the page.
Just one short week ago,
all right.
Everything we thought we knew changed.
Shut the fuck up, Charlie.
Forever.
You shut the.
It was like when Albert Einstein.
Charlie, you fucking shut up. All right. So yeah, you know, when this happened, when this the news story like first broke about what he's talking about here, I didn't really give a shit. I didn't really give a shit. I just kind of saw it. I was like, oh, that's vaguely funny. And I just kind of moved about with my day. But then I saw his video here, and I don't know, it just kind of, it lit a fire inside me, and I had to do a stream. I was inspired by Critical here. And so we're gonna watch a little bit of this here. If I can display it, if we're lucky enough. Yeah. Come on. Now you can talk. You speak when you're spoken to, Charlie. Come on now. Come on now. I don't have all day. I'm a busy man.
Theory of relativity.
There you go.
It's all been shaken now.
Oh, Charlie, are you lagging?
I still remember the glory days.
It's not my laptop. It's Charlie.
2022.
This is just how the video is. Promise.
Ignorant bliss, naive.
Oh my god.
To how corrupt Twitch has become with their enforcement of their own rules.
So for anybody. So for anybody who's just been joining us, I am streaming from my terrible, shitty laptop. So once again. So we're gonna be having a good time with that, I'm sure. We'll try 480 here. We'll see if the laptop can do 480 and not shit the bed. We're gonna go out on a limb on that. Oh my god, no, is it not? Okay.
That's right. August 29th is a date that will go down in infamy as the day that Twitch showed its true face and brought with it a catastrophe, a devastating Coombs Day, when a streamer got fucked live on Twitch and Twitch responded with the lightest ban of all time.
No, I mean, this was, like, immediately funny. I mean, that's what I said. Like, I didn't care. And I didn't, like, give a shit necessarily, but it was, like, funny. It was, like, immediately just, oh, okay. Yeah, of course, Twitch just, like, oh, I'm sorry, milady. I'm sorry we had to do this. But as you'll find out, that's literally exactly what happened. And that's when it stops being quite as funny. When you find out that it's just true.
I already talked about this in a video, but I wanted to follow up because they've decided to stick with their initial decision of a 7-day ban. So a week ago now, a streamer by the name of Kimika had sex live on Twitch while an entire marching band clapped and cheered her on in the chat.
Take off your pants and have sex.
It was concurrent viewers at the time. I don't know if the coitus actually reached its climax.
By the way, I gotta say, I got this thing. It is a fabulously full-bodied Shiraz, lay fat bastard, and there's like a hippo, and I don't know why. I don't know. This is like a wine, I guess. Apparently, there's a vanilla hint. It just tastes disgusting. Vegan wine. Why did I buy this? Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Hang on. Come on now. Come on now. Oh, talk about a delayed orgasm.
Tell you because she got banned before anyone finished, except for some of the people in the chat, I'm sure. But overall, a very successful stream because normally she averages like 20 viewers, and this one, it was triple digits. So she got paid a visit by old Saint Nicholas, and it was broadcast live on Twitch. Oh my
god!
And she paid.
This is like watching. This is like watching Charlie just break. It's truly, this is an experience you can get from no other YouTube streamer. I mean, nobody else can give you a stream that's this ramshackle. I mean, you can practically hear my laptop dying in the encoding process. It was mental. Come on now. Oh my god. Oh, this is the worst. Chat, this is the worst.
She got banned, and you would expect that Twitch would crack down.
Oh, he's giving us the lips.
#1 golden rule that you can't bend and you cannot break. Streamers have been banned for months if they wore clothing that was too revealing. So having full-blown cheek clapping, ham steaming sex on Twitch,
I mean, to be fair, you couldn't actually see anything, really, but
consequences,
still.
But that wasn't the case. Twitch decided to not even give like a slap on the wrist. They gave just a
these are some good, like these are some good reaction images of Charlie. This is what this is the stream's other purpose, is to give you some just good, like, you know, he was puckering up before, now he's like despondent. Very good.
Full little tap on the tuchus. They gave her a 7-day ban, and now she's back to streaming. And her return stream has been her biggest stream ever.
Of course.
Clocking in at 800 viewers at one point, blowing her previous numbers out of the water, and skyrocketing her follower count.
This bitch is doing better than I do sometimes. I've been doing this for like 4 years, and this woman just had to have sex once, goddammit. And apparently Twitch is just A-okay with that. Oh my god, why do I keep pausing it?
To right around 2K right now, 2 to 4K. For some reason, I'm getting mixed data. On Twitch, it shows 2K, but on some of the Twitch tracking sites, it shows 4K. But regardless, she's had a massively positive gain from this whole thing. Alright, thanks to Caleb and I doing some super sleuthing, we've cracked the case. The reason why there's a big follower discrepancy as well as peak viewership discrepancy is because she had 2 accounts. On one of her accounts, she broadcast the Gland to Gland combat, and this is the account that gained 4,000 followers. The account with 4K followers she closed, but she did a comeback stream on there, and there's still some clip evidence of it. So here you can see her most viewed clips are from.
We're just gonna cut. We're gonna glide over comeback,
which is significantly more than she was getting before the penis meets vagina incident.
The incident,
and she gained
as it came to be known, the incident.
One of her socials gained 100,000 followers on there, so just an absolutely.
One of the things is like, why don't these like, if you want to wear whatever clothing on Twitch, like fine. But when it gets to a point with, like, the fucking bathtub streamers or whatever, and, like, this bitch, like, just make it OnlyFans. You will be successful on OnlyFans. I mean, all you even need to do then is just stream normally on Twitch, like, games, and then do your fucking sex stuff on OnlyFans. Like, fine. Like, what the fuck? Why do you need to mix the two? This is a game streaming website. God damn it. This is like when you used to go on V and it would be like an image of Samus Aran's tits and it would be like, thoughts on video games, V? And it would be like 400 fucking posts omitted. It's like, god damn it, you fuckers. This isn't what... God damn it.
Genius marketing strategy to just fuck on Twitch and just profit. And she closed this account, like I said, she threw it away like a crusty cum towel. However, she does have another account that's still active and I'm imagining is the one she's going to be using going forward, and that's the account that's gained 2,000 followers. And it's also an affiliate because you can subscribe to...
Why the fuck am I still drinking this shit? It tastes like cooking wine. I should just drink the gin that I bought. Alright, actually, you know what, chat? Hang on. I'm gonna go mix myself a fucking drink. I got myself like a thing. It's like a thing. It's like a lemon, like, seltzer soda thing, and I got some gin. I'm gonna go mix myself a drink, but while I'm gone, I've got some stuff for you. Don't go away, because I think I mentioned actually in a recent stream that our boy Michael Dragon 800, who you may better know as blue spheres, there's red spheres, there's spheres everywhere. That guy has another song that got unearthed. I think Mossfit found this. I don't know if he's here right now, but he found this a while ago, and so I'm happy to bring to you now the new song. Well, it's not a new song. It's like it's lost media, really. It's a lost song. And by lost media, I mean it's been on YouTube for like 10 years, but somebody just found it recently. So not lost media at all, but it's lost media, and it is a song based on Grunty Industries by in the Banjo Tooie. So, you know, we had Spiral Mountain, go Spiral Mountain, that's right, Spiral Mountain, there we go. And so now we're gonna get a version of that, but for Grunty Industries. So, while I go and prepare a drink, please enjoy this. This is a new hot... You know, I should have just said this was one of my songs. I should have just said, guys, I have a new song for you to listen to in the BRB. I'll be right back, and I've got a cool new song for you. Hang on. And but no, this I gotta give credit where it's due. I mean, I gotta put some spec on his name. This is Michael Dragon 800, the legend, and thanks to Archiving the Internet's Greatest, a channel that reposted this. So thank you to all involved, and please enjoy. I will be right back.
Grunty Industries. Grunty Industries. Grunty Industries. Grunty Industries. Industries. Grunty Industries. Grunty Industries. Grunty Industries. Grunty's Industries. Here we go now. Grunty go. Industries, yeah, Grunty go. Industries, Grunty go. Industries, yeah, Grunty's Industries. Grunty go. Industries, yeah, Grunty go. Industries, Grunty go. Industries, yeah, Grunty's Industries. Here we go now. machinery and constant waste, yeah. They make underwear for Gruntilda, and they make a welding torch known as Wilda. Grunty, Industries, yeah, Grunty, Industries, Grunty, Industries, yeah, Grunty's Industries. Here we go now, Grunty's Industries, Grunty's
Jesus fucking Christ.
Grunty's Industries, that's the place.
I can't listen. If you want to just like leave, that's fine. The thing is, I didn't even listen to that. I didn't even listen to that before I subjected you to it. You know, like I knew there was a new song, and I was like, I'll play it eventually, and I didn't stop to realize that when I play it, I would probably be like not listening to it. So I only heard like a fucking tenth of what you heard, maybe. Like 5%, maybe, and good God, just unsubscribe now. Just go ahead. It's fine. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Anyways, I'm back. I didn't have ice, and so for some reason that made me decide to instead of doing the thing with the lemon, I had this fucking firework soda. You know the one, oh, go away, Yong Ye notification. It's Assassin's Creed reveal. That's cool. That's super cool. I'm sure that's gonna be a good one. But yeah, the soda was like based on those like firework popsicle things, the frozen ones, and I threw some gin in there, and so now I've got, I don't know, it looks like carbonated cum a little bit. I don't know. We're gonna try it though. Let's see here. I can go back to the thing, and there you go. Doobity-doo. Here you go.
I don't know if it was an affiliate pre-coitus or post-coitus. I'm really not sure. I can't imagine Twitch banned her and then rewarded her for having sex with an affiliate deal, but who knows? Twitch seems so mismanaged.
Someone reported the stream 6 times. No, save that for tomorrow. By the way, tune in tomorrow. Well, all I will say is that tomorrow's stream is one that you will never forget. I already made that pun, but yeah, it's gonna be a good one. I hope I can get away with it. I just hope I can get. It's gonna be a perfectly tame stream. It's gonna be so much tamer than things I've talked about before, but because of YouTube. I don't know, man. It's a little dicey. It's a little dicey, but we're gonna try. We're gonna just try. I'm gonna do my best. And honestly, if something happens, then that just stands as a testament to how fucked the system is. But anyways, that'll be for tomorrow. For today, don't report Michael Dragon 800. Don't report me because of his music, okay? I'm just the messenger, and frankly, you should be thanking me for enlightening you with Michael Dragon 800, alright? This is my reaction right now. I'm like all smug, like, yeah. You like that song? Yeah. Oh my God.
Baffling. But what I want to talk about is what this means going forward. Twitch has set a precedent with this. And it's not just this, there's been plenty of other examples, but this is by far their biggest because it was just blatantly having sex live on Twitch, which so far hasn't been done before.
I don't think they actually reported the stream.
Porn. This was a streamer having sex live, and Twitch's response was a very light ban. So what does this mean? This means that any streamer going forward might honestly consider this as an actual tactic for growth. This was only her 8th stream ever, I think.
Yes.
I was going through all of her previous broadcasts, and I'm pretty sure this was her 8th stream. She had only streamed, I think, 24 hours in total across her entire streaming career until she fucked. And once she did that, that's when she had all
Once she started fucking, there was no turning back. So yeah, I mean, he's right. I mean, this is just now a legitimate thing for people to do, I guess, on Twitch. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking with this, like, slap on the wrist decision. There's a thing that Charlie doesn't even mention in this video. Maybe you didn't know, and I don't know how verified it is. I think it's one of the comments here. It's one of the comments, if they will load. Yeah, Twitch banned the word simp because it offended the moderation team. Yes, I mean, that tells you all you need to know. But there was a comment, yeah, imagine being a female streamer who's not getting fucked on cam to get an audience, and you're just like, boy, this sure makes us look good, you know? She found a way to actually speedrun her Twitch growth. Netflix and chillin' category. There was a comment here. You know the worst part? Oh yeah, here's a good one. You know the worst part is if someone goes to a stream and calls her something like the sex woman, they will probably be banned longer than she did. Yeah. I mean, you can just get like permanently banned for saying words in chat that are mean. But this lady had fucking intercourse on their platform that is a gaming streaming platform for like children to watch. It's a weak ban. That's all she needs. Oh yeah, this was the letter that she posted on Twitter. Your account was recently suspended or blocked due to an error on our part. We have reversed the suspension of your account, so you are now able to use our services again. So Twitch literally, that's what the email she posted on Twitter said. So this comes from her. This comes from this streamer herself. She wasn't banned for having sex. She was banned for a mistake Twitch made. Seriously, what the fuck? So, I mean... yeah, I don't know, man. When you get banned for fucking, and then they apologize for the whole week that they banned you for, there was a very good that was the one I was looking for. That was the one that I was looking for, but it also there was also another one here. I want to try to find the actual comment. No, I mean, I guess it's buried now. I don't know. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, I'm not finding it. But there was a comment here that was pretty interesting that was basically like, this is interesting because if two men did this, if two men go on Twitch and fuck, it'll be real interesting to see what kind of ban they get, because if it is anything short of exactly what this lady got, then that's going to be a problem for Twitch, isn't it? Interesting stuff. So yeah, I mean, this is just a legitimate thing. And I mean, I don't know, man. I guess we can keep watching the video. You know, I'll save my comments till the end of the video, you know? Charlie worked so hard to make this video for us, so the least we can do is watch
Massive growth from it. Prior to
he
this
has 7
incident, she
kids
would
we
get
gotta
between
feed
20 and 50
by
viewers
watching his video.
per stream. After this incident, so far she's only had one stream, but she never dropped under like 150. So it was extremely successful.
Oh my
It
goodness.
really does feel like a viable strategy for
goodness.
Twitch, since it seems like they don't care that much about it.
This is
So if I was writing a WikiHow
every
guide
frame
on
a
gaining
pause.
followers on Twitch, this would be on the list of
Jesus
best
Christ.
practices. Just full-blown fuck. Get your
yeah. I mean, all right. This is a stream. I guess you want to listen to more than watch, because this is hard to look at. But yeah. No. I mean, legitimately. Yeah. I mean, what the fuck was Twitch thinking? This is just going to lead to an epidemic of people doing this. This will not be the last time that this happens. This is clearly shown. And I love that Charlie here is like almost like challenging people to do this. I'm sure he's not, officially he's not, but it's like, you might as well. It's literally like you've decided with this decision, oh, well, sex, that's all right. You could fuck on our platform. That is like a streaming platform for children to watch people play video games. And of course, adults also watch Twitch too. But like, a lot of kids, kids like video games, and it is, there's a lot of kids on there watching fucking Ali A or whoever, and a lot of kids are interested in big booby ladies, and they go over to one, and she's actually being fucked on this family safe platform that is run by fucking Amazon. Like. I guess it just doesn't matter. It's one of those things where like Google doesn't give a shit about YouTube. I'm sure Jeff Bezos doesn't fucking see a cent from Twitch. But like, you'd think someone along the food chain would be like, would you fucking people do better? I don't know. Be on the right side of history.
Twitch and take a 7-day vacation, come back to more viewers, more money, more followers. It's like an actual life hack. Want to get Twitch famous and become a big live streamer? Just have sex on cam. You'll be.
There was one comment that was suggesting that maybe she was being fucked by someone from Twitch, which I guess is possible. Probably not, but like, wasn't there a thing from a few years back that was like, some Twitch moderator or like staff member or whatever, he used like the private information, like the private like tax info or whatever that you have to submit as like a streamer, and he used that to like find her address or some shit, some streamer that he was like stalking, and yeah, so like I don't know, man. We're getting to it.
Shocked at how well it works.
We'll let
Doctors don't
Charlie
want you to know
finish.
this one simple trick. It's really just pretty sad. There are people that have been banned for so long for such little things. Again, Gideon is still permanently banned for one instance of bad behavior on rating another streamer with mean words, and yet somehow the biggest possible sin you can commit.
Do we still not know? Oh, here he is in the throes of passion right here. Do we still not know why Dr. Disrespect was banned? Like, I'm not gonna say like he's a great guy or he didn't deserve it. I don't know anything about him. I've never watched his streams. All I know was that people were very confused as to why he was banned, because it seemed like he just kind of randomly like got the news and then cut the stream off, and then he was banned with like no real explanation, I guess. And I think he's like back in some capacity on some platform. I don't know. I'm sure he still exists, but like the fact that you can get that situation where you just kind of get fucking your long running stream where you are like you're like a pretty, I never watched him, but he was a pretty well known Twitch guy. I knew him as the dude who looked like the Eggman from the movie, but yeah, you know, he just randomly, Twitch just decided, sorry, you no longer have a career, smiley face, goodbye, and like they could just do that, and they could just do that, huh? They could just do that, and yet this lady fucks on Twitch, and that's fine. That's just fine. All right. Well, you know,
on Twitch is only a 7-day ban and is nothing but rewarding for the streamer that did it. It's just crazy. Their priorities are so out of whack. None of it makes any sense whatsoever. I would love for them to explain how this constituted only a 7-day ban. And I do...
Apparently it didn't constitute any ban. It constituted, oopsie poopsie, we accidentally banned you for a week. Oops. It has nothing to do with that major number one rule of our website that you broke, you know.
Genuinely wonder if this will become a more popular trend after people see how successful this was for Kimika. So yeah, I mean, I just wanted to talk about this a little bit because I was absolutely blown away. I was expecting Twitch to not unban her, just quietly make it a permaban instead of making a big song and dance.
Oh, we knew that wasn't gonna happen.
No, it seems like they're pretty adamant that it.
I think for me, well, hang on.
Sex on their service is not that big of an issue.
Apparently.
Oh well. That's really about it.
That's about it. So yeah, once the world ends, that's what we're all gonna hear. But yeah, you know, for me, like I said, I didn't really care a whole bunch about. I didn't really care a whole bunch about this situation when I heard it. I thought it was just kind of funny, and like people, you know, were like, "Oh, they should permanently ban her," and I'm like, "Well, that's not gonna happen. It's Twitch. It's run by a bunch of fucking simps." And the thing is we all know it's run by a bunch of fucking simps. And it's just still happening, you know? And I guess that's why I'm here today. That's why I brought you all here. I've gathered you all today just to be like, what the fuck are we doing? You know? Like, cause this is just the tip of it, really. I need to warn you now that this rant is about to probably range into some territory that you're going to assume I've just like completely lost the plot, but it's all connected. Don't worry. It's all connected up here. This is my version of the thing where I'm like, this person, everything they're saying makes total sense to them. You're about to hear that, but from me. So like, yeah, I don't know. For me, it wasn't so much the fact that she wasn't going to get permanently banned that annoyed me. It was actually that comment that I read you that was like a letter that she posted to her Twitter that was from Twitch that was like, hey, we're sorry. And that was where I was just like, okay, all right, well, you know, this whole fucking framework of a society we live in is just a fucking sham, isn't it? Isn't it? I mean, isn't it? I mean, you can just break the fucking rules, but she's pretty. And the guy at Twitch who did it was like, oh, but maybe she'll suck on my wiener if I unban her. and just like, yeah, that's fine. That's just fine. We'll just apologize to you. Go fuck yourself. And I guess it's just like, yeah, like we know this. And it made me start to think about all the other things, like all the other things that we just like know. We just like all know. Like we just go through our lives knowing that YouTube and Google and like our phones are just spying on everything we say. I mean, everything we say. We've all had that thing where we'll be like talking to our friends and then we'll be talking about something and then we'll look at our phone later and oh look, there's a YouTube video about that thing we were talking about. Didn't look for it online, didn't Google it. Even if I Googled it, and frankly, even if you, I don't know, even that's a little strange. Just a little. But the fact that it's literally like, I've had it where it's just, I'm talking in a Discord call with some friends, and like 6 hours later, something we talked about, I'm getting a video about. I did not search for, they're just listening to us. And we all fucking know that. Like, and we all know that, like, Twitch is run by a bunch of fucking simps, and we all know that YouTube hates the fucking user base, and we all know that Jeffrey Epstein didn't fucking and we know that Scientology is the one true religion, and that Xenu is going to leave. And yet none of us are doing anything about it, you know? We all know, and what the fuck good does it do us? We're all just sitting here. It's like we're aware of this shit. We're aware that, like, the rules don't matter. It's all just a lie. Everything is just a fucking lie. We're aware, and we still fucking have these, like, stupid Twitch accounts. It's like, what's the fucking point? It's all just a fucking jape. It's all just bullshit. At any point, you could just get banned for, like, like, a fucking, I was scrolling down YouTube, and a dick showed up, and now I'm banned forever. And meanwhile, this lady just fucked on Twitch, and it has been nothing but positive for her. And I ask you, chat members, I mean, what is the deal with even that? What is the deal with that? I don't know. That's just weird to me. I mean, I guess it's like, what do we do? You know, where we all know these things. We know Google's spying on us and whatnot, but it's like, what do we do about that? You know? I guess. I mean, are we also just supposed to just stop using our fucking phones? Everybody knows TikTok is spyware, but everybody still uses TikTok. It's like everybody everybody knows Spotify is like cheating artists out of the money that they are owed. And yet, you know, we still all have Spotify Premium and fucking like NFTs. You want to get into NFTs? Do you want to get into how, I mean, obvious how much proof there is that NFTs were just a giant fucking scam? Like, completely? But yet, we still have, like, fucking Eminem and, like, Snoop Dogg and, like, all these fucking people just whoring themselves out for fucking NFT fun bucks. And do you think that they got paid in NFTs? That's the thing I always wonder about that. With the celebrities that do the endorsements. Do you think that they, like, get paid in NFT value? No, they get real human money that matters. Because, like, this is the real fucking world, dipshit. And it's like, yeah, I'll promote your stupid little fucking apes, whatever. I'll do a fucking Super Bowl song and dance about crypto and how much I want to fucking drink the piss of crypto, but, like... But, like, are they gonna fucking get paid in crypto? No, they're gonna get paid in cold hard USD, motherfucker. It's like, yeah, we just all know that's a scam, and yet we're just literally just accepting it while the fucking... all these like news outlets. So what are NFTs? Oh, this digital art phenomenon that's taking the internet by storm. And it's like, it's all just meant to push a fucking weirdo pyramid scheme. You got McDonald's making fucking NFTs. What fucking random guy has ever made an NFT that got like that got like fucking popular? And like, you know, like it's always orchestrated by some dude at the fucking top. It's always orchestrated by, like, fucking McDonald's making an NFT. There's never McDonald's out there like, oh shit, Brad just made an NFT. Fuck. His is doing pretty good numbers. I think we gotta get in on that, guys. They're just fucking circling around the board meeting at, like, McDonald's HQ. God, Oh, that's going up. The Ethereum dollars. They're going up on the blockchain. Like, no. It's a bunch of fucking stupid idiots on the internet. It's like, oh shit, dude. Scum coin just dropped. It's gonna go to the moon. I'm gonna be so rich. My child doesn't need to go to college. I don't know. It's like, again, we just all know this. God damn it, I am breaking the conditioning right now, chat. This is literally like Matrix, like, like take the red pill fucking stream. And I don't mean it to be, but this is just like stuff that's on my mind. And I mean, I guess if I'm just insane, that's fine. But I feel like again, we all know this stuff, and like, I guess I just have the legitimate question of like, why do we all just like pretend, I guess, that this isn't happening or whatever? I don't know. It's like, why don't we ever? You know, the great example of it is, remember back in the day, fucking they would do all the gamers would rise up against like the new Call of Duty or whatever, and I remember the classic image was from like Steam. I think it was like, we're going to boycott the new Call of Duty, and it shows like a list of the group members, and then the next day after the new Call of Duty comes out, it shows the same list of the group members, and almost all of them are in-game Call of Duty. So, like, yeah, it's like, I don't know, anytime people try to stand up for anything, it's like it gets shut down real quick. Gamergate. But anytime, you know, anybody kind of tries to stand up for something, yeah, it's like, I don't know, anytime we know that there's any kind of fucking corruption going on in any facet of anything, most of us just don't do shit about it, I guess, because, you know, why would we? I mean, why would we stick our neck out, right? I mean, I'm not going to fucking bat for, like, you know, like, anything, really. I'm not a protester. I'm not gonna protest shit, but, like, are you okay? You're scaring me. No, I'm fine. I'm just breaking the conditioning, man. That you just need to understand. All I'm saying is like it's weird that there's so many things that we just like another, okay, I make the jokes about Scientology, right? And okay, Scientology is gonna fucking nuke this stream if they hear this one, but like we all know Scientology's a fucking scam, right? Allegedly. Like, we all know that, right? We all just know that. Everybody knows that. Nobody respects Scientology like it's a real religion. Nobody does. And yet, why are they still, like, tax exempt? Why are they still allowed to do this? What the fuck? You know? Like, I don't know. Doesn't it count for anything? Doesn't knowledge of what's fucking going on count for anything? I don't know. Can't we all just, like, agree to no longer be Scientologists? Can't we just agree to no longer buy NFTs? You know? You know, like, I will admit, chat, I have seen NFTs that are, like, not the monkey ones or whatever, or, like, the fucking lions, but, like, the ones that are just, like, you know, it's just, like, a nice little pattern or whatever, a nice little, like, psychedelic kind of rainbowy, like, fractal thing or something. And I'm like, you know, that's kind of nice. I would like to have that as, like, a piece of art maybe on a wall, you know, but as, like, a phony, foofy, digital scarcity fucking JPEG on a blockchain. Like, no, I don't think I need that, but I have seen JPEGs on the blockchain that I've been like, oh, that's kind of nice. I could see maybe why someone might, like, they're not all Bored Apes, you know what I mean? Some stuff that's an NFT is, like, okay looking, but it's also an NFT, so fucking don't buy it, you know? Like, don't fucking buy it. It's probably stolen. It's probably just stolen art from somebody that isn't making fucking NFTs, because that's also happening, you know? Like, just don't buy it. We all know this is, like, a scam. Who are we going after first, NFTs or Scientology? Well, we're not going after anybody. We're just talking. I'm not trying to raise the revolution here. I'm just talking. I'm just saying it is weird how many things we go through in our lives just fully knowing are bullshit, and yet we just, like, I don't know, are we not able to do anything? Are we just completely powerless? Because that's depressing, you know? Like, that's the real, there's all this fucking music about, like, rising up and all this shit. Like, oh, we're the resistance against the whatever, and, you know, all of the political, and that's all great. But, like, does any of it matter, really? I mean, ultimately, if we're all just, like, unable to, like, I don't know. Imagine Scientology NFTs. Thank you for all the super chats. I will, you know, normally I read them at the end, but I think I'll read through them now, actually, because this is just kind of we're rapping, you know, we're rapping. I'm just having a little rap with you guys, but, let me see. $2 from Just Larm. Holy Pinnekers, Claw, man. It's the segs. Yeah, don't worry. I mean, we started with it says sex rant, right? And I love, the whole reason I titled the stream that is that I knew people were going to come in halfway and they would hear me ranting about, like, supermarket checkout lines, and they would be like, what the fuck? Because, I mean, somehow I'll find a way to connect all of the things that I am annoyed about at this point in time. I'll find a way to make them all part of the same problem. Don't worry. I'm still working out how to do it in my head. But don't worry. I'll get to it. The story's still unraveling. But, $5 from Victor Martinez. Crazy turn of events. Mikhail Gorbachev, the last former Soviet leader, passed away on August 30th, and now Elizabeth, yeah, rest in peace, Liz. She'll never hear the new Nav. She'll never hear the new King Gizzard albums. You know, I gotta say about the Queen thing, that's another one. Another little rant. Another little Queen rant. So I posted the thing about, like, haha, Bozo's dead, and that was, like, funny. That was, like, hilarious. A lot of the jokes about the Queen dying are just objectively really funny. Like, I'm sorry, they're just funny. And I don't know the Queen, you know, like, spoiler, like, breaking fucking news, I don't know the Queen. And I don't know if she's, like, a decent person at all, but I do know that there are, like, a lot of fucking people on Twitter, mainly, who, in the span of, like, minutes, in the span of as long as it took for her to die, went from the Queen is a useless figurehead who has never done anything and is pointless, and what does she even do, Lamau? To, oh my god, guys, did you know about all of those things that the Queen did? Oh my god, guys, we can't support her anymore. Oh my god, she was a bad person. And it's like, you fucking idiots, you fucking morons. She's okay, I'm sure she did plenty of not very nice things. Guess what? She's a world leader. I'm sorry to break it to you. When you become a world leader, you are now a murderer. And it's like, yeah, I'm sure she did a lot of things that fucking prolonged the suffering of a lot of people, but I guess to me it's just funny how people, like, immediately in an instant went from the narrative among everybody went from, what does the Queen even do? Who is this? What is the point of the Queen? She does nothing anymore. She's just a figurehead. She's just there to, like, look royal or whatever. To, like, but guys, think about all of the stuff that she did, though. And I'm just like, okay. You didn't care about this while she was fucking alive, I guess. You didn't think to mention this to her while she was alive. I mean, any of the shit, you know. I don't know. It's just that struck me as a little bit annoying. It's like, you know, be upset with the Queen if you want. But, I mean, first, for one thing, you know, I mean, I don't know. What is she a product of? Like, I feel like people don't know necessarily. Like, I don't know necessarily what all the Queen did that was so horrible that people are upset about. I admit I haven't necessarily gone through and done all the research, and because I just don't care to. I am currently kind of telling tall tales out of school. I will admit that. But I will also say that, I don't know. I mean, you can look up pretty much any world leader, and they've probably done some things that'll make you go, oh, like even squeaky clean feminist Justin Trudeau, with his blackface on, even he has probably had to, like, sign off on, like, a fucking bombing of, like, a school or something. You know what I mean? Like nobody's innocent in this shit, and it's like also what powers that be existed around her that, like, you know, she wouldn't have been able to say no to doing this or that kind of thing, you know? Like, I don't know. For all I know, she was just a horrible monster, and her fucking corgis are just Satan's Cerberus. I don't know. I admit, I haven't done the research, but I just think it was funny. And a little bit annoying in that kind of Twitter annoyance way of like, oh, fucking hell, yeah, now you all care. The moment she's fucking dead, it's like, oh my god, guys, we need to cancel the queen, she's bad! Like, go fuck yourself. But yeah, you know, that happened, and she's never gonna get to hear the new Nav. She's never gonna get to hear the new King Gizzard albums. And she's never gonna get to listen to this stream about sex. I should just be playing the Neutral Milk Hotel song about sex, just on loop. I should be doing that, but I think we're good. I think we're good on that. I'm let's see here. $5 from Scully. This shot gonna be lit. Also, here's $5, Claw Papa. Well, thank you. I mean, I hope you are getting what you came for. You know, when you see rant about sex, and I'm ranting. I mean, I am ranting, and it's all, I mean, if you think about it all, everything is related to sex, really. But, I hope that you're getting, what the title Sex Rant promised. $2 from Jord, 3444, to booze at 2 p.m. What are you, me? Well, I got this fucking thing, this Shiraz, and it's disgusting. I don't know why I even fucking tried this thing. $5 from QF Glenn. Hey, Claw, say hi to Sasha for me. Your shows have been great lately. My shows, my stories, yeah? You've been enjoying the current story arc where Mr. Plinkett's stuck on a mountaintop or something? Yeah. Thank you. I mean, I don't know if Sasha's here right now, but I guess I'll say hi to her. I will do that. $10 from Rexcellence. Give us the spicy 6 rants, Clawfather. Here's to co-pay for the next therapy visit afterwards. Oh, I wish I was in therapy. Yeah, this is a rant about 6 and why 6, 8, 7. Or wait, 6. Wait, 7. What is the 5 was scared of 6 because 6. 7, 8. No, it's 7, 8, 9. That's the one, right? Yeah. $5 from Wings of Twitch Bots. Money is tight, but I feel like I at least owe you something for all the lulz, specifically for making a 9-hour drive entertaining. Well, you're welcome, and thank you. And if money's too tight, you know, don't send it to me. But you know, I appreciate it if you could spare some. $5 from Alana Banana Canada. I guess it's Alana, isn't it? I mean. I've never heard it I've never heard it pronounced Alana when it's. I mean, if there's 2 N's, maybe. I feel like your parents misnamed you. I feel like they your name was a typo. I'm sorry to tell you that. But $5 from Alana Banana Canada. Are you gonna give us the talk? Yes, this is the talk about how life is bullshit and we're all in the Matrix. And it's all fucking lie. $2 from Just Larm, PP, and also poo poo. Oh man. Controversial opinions. $10 from Alana Banana Canada. Towards a better laptop, for fuck's sakes. And then $20 from Alana Banana Canada. I can't keep doing that. Please, for the love of God, get a better laptop. Well, I have a computer that's fine. It's really annoying to move a fucking giant tower PC and monitor and keyboard and mouse and a bunch of other shit all the way across the country, and so yeah, this was just a little easier. But in the long run, is it? Because, you know, now I'm dealing with this laptop, so I don't know. $2 from the Ruiner of Chats. Well, time to get a new career as a Twitch thought. I mean, legitimately, if you want to just, like, have fucking no dignity or whatever. No, but it's not even about dignity. Somebody's got to be the one to sacrifice themselves and just be like, you know what? Me and my gay boyfriend are going to go and have sex on Twitch. And then Twitch is going to permanently ban us. And then we are going to sue Twitch for $100 bajillion. And we're probably going to win. Or at least settle for quite a lot of money. Because anybody now, I mean, not even just gay people, anybody, any woman who has sex with a man and gets permanently banned now, sue Twitch. Any woman who has sex with another woman gets permanently banned. Gets banned for 7 days, but then doesn't get an apology for being banned, like that lady did. Sue Twitch. You know, fucking go buck wild. Why not? You know, Why fucking not? I'm starting to feel like, you know, the legal lawsuit lolcows, the litigious, what are they called? Like, I guess just legal cows. Those types of people. I'm starting to feel like that's, that they got, sometimes they might have the right way of things, because if the only way that we could fucking make a difference in this bullshit fucking society that Joker warned us about is to, like, sue a company and force them to, like, roll their eyes and, like, settle out of court and fucking do like a fifth of the right thing. Like 1/50th of the right thing for once, you know? Speaking of doing the right thing in corporations, speaking of ranting about everything and how it all is connected to this fucking lady having sex on Twitch for some reason, let's talk about climate change real quick. So, you know how, like all the corporations, they all try to do the thing where it's like, guys, we're gonna make a difference on Earth Day. Remember to turn your lights off for 1 hour, y'all. Oh, everybody, you want to make sure you switch to this low emissions, blah blah blah, fucking eco-friendly. Go fuck yourself. Oh, we're not allowed to have plastic bags at the fucking supermarket anymore because we have to make a difference. Yeah. How many of the companies that are making these changes are doing anything to make a difference? How many of us are really fucking up the climate that much? More than any of the giant fucking companies that are not doing jack diddly shit to change or improve anything. They're just usually just lying about how they're improving anything for the fucking climate. You know, why is the onus on us? Why do we have to now pay extra for fucking fabric bags at a supermarket? Or, like, fumble with paper bags, when plastic bags are infinitely better. Are they bad for the environment? Sure. Are they worse for the environment than, like, Amazon? No! Not really. Not a bunch. And, you know, Amazon could make any number of changes to their whole shit to be just... You know, they, like, it wouldn't even mean that they, like, lose money, ultimately. They just wouldn't make as much money. That's what it always is with these companies. Like, they could be more eco-friendly. And I'm not even one of these eco-friendly people. I'm not even one of, I personally, I run my fucking baths while I'm in them. I leave my bath water running, like, because I just like the sound. You know, I mean, I don't do it in this new place because that was a whole issue, but, you know, but historically, I don't give a shit, you know? I'm not gonna pretend that I give a shit, but frankly, it's the fact that I don't give a shit that's making me give a shit, because, like, I hate all of this fucking, oh, no, that's bad for the environment. You need to now, you know another one? Fucking straws. Do you guys remember when straws were good? Do you guys remember when straws were, like, fucking functional? And now every time you get a fucking straw at a restaurant, what do you fucking get? You get this diddly shit little fucking cardboard thing that, like, disintegrates the moment it fucking touches the water. Why? Because it's eco-friendly. Because Wendy's couldn't fucking stop pumping fucking fuels into the fucking air or whatever. But we need to all fucking adjust our bullshit. Yeah, we need to be eco-friendly, guys. None of the fucking people none of the corporations that are people, of course, after all, they're all people. They are all people, and they should be. Can we put a company in prison? Remember that thing about corporations are people? Can we put companies in prison? Can we just do that? How does that work? I think we should be able to do that. If they're people, we should do that. But yeah, I don't know. It's just like all these banks and shit. You know, you walk into your bank and it's like, oh, make sure you do this and that, and and turn off your I hate the fucking Earth Day so much. The fucking turn off your light. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Me turning off my light for fucking Earth Day is like equivalent to what? One less roll of toilet paper at the local fucking mill. Go fuck yourself. I ain't doing jack shit. this fucking and the thing is like, it's not like I don't believe in, like, climate change or anything like that. It's that, I mean, yeah, sure, that's all fine, but I just don't think that I make much of a difference in the grand scheme of things. And I feel like even, like, people, you know, someone will hear that and they'll go, well, it's not about you, like, if everybody thinks that way, blah blah blah, everybody. And it's like, yeah, But even if, like, every individual in the world was fucking down to clown with, like, all of the eco-friendly shit, I don't think that's even gonna fucking make a difference. It really comes down to, like, Monsanto and places, you know, companies and shit like that. But, you know, that's us ranting about a whole separate thing that, again, is related to sex. Speaking of, by the way, I'm talking about, like, grocery bags and shit. Other topic for ranting. So, I don't know if this is the same for you guys, wherever you live. I'm here in Toronto, and I've been to a few other places in Canada where I've been to supermarkets, and I have, not necessarily noticed that they've done this. But in Toronto, they definitely do this thing, which I've noticed, which is when you walk into the supermarket, you have to walk through a little gate thing that is like a one-way gate thing. And then you walk around for a little bit and you're like, oh, you know, there's nothing super great, no great deals here. There's another supermarket down the block. I think I'll go check them out, see their prices, compare, and you try to leave. And then you're not allowed to leave. You're not allowed to fucking leave. You can't fucking leave. Because the only way you're allowed to leave now, because you walk through the one-way fucking turnstile gate fucking subway system bullshit at the front of the goddamn Piggly Wiggly, is to walk through an open register. Because the closed registers also have a stupid little fucking gate up that's like, oh, sorry, please go around to an open one. And there's like 2 open registers. And they're both like wall-to-wall fat bitches with giant carts filled with the next year's worth of food. And it's like, I'm not getting through there. I'm not squeezing through there. You people purposefully made these aisles, these registers, you made them so narrow that I can't squeeze through the open thing. So my only option at that point is basically they have herded me into buying something at the store. That is what I've realized, is that a bunch of these stores, and I don't know if this happens much outside of Toronto, but at least in Toronto, bunch of supermarkets, fucking psychological warfare on people, motherfuckers. They are herding us into buying things. Because it happens to me, and I think I'm above it, but I'm literally just like, well, I guess I'm gonna have to fucking stand in this line, because I can't like, squeeze through. And I can't get out any other way without looking like I'm stealing something. You know what? I am a little thirsty. I guess I'll buy a Coke. You know, that kind of thing. It's like, and it's a little deal. It's like a $2 drink or whatever. But it all adds up, doesn't it? It all adds up. And they knew that. They knew that. The supermarkets, when they design this shit, and they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna fucking screw these people. They're gonna walk into our fucking store, and then they're gonna see that our fucking prices are shit. And then they're going to try to leave, and they're not going to be allowed to leave easily. So they're going to meet resistance, and they're going to be like, oh, hey, is that a Coke machine? You know what? I could do with an iced tea. You know what? I'm feeling like a Sprite cranberry. You know? I don't know. These are the things that are occurring in my mind from day to day. $2 from Victor Martinez. Have you heard of Twitch/YouTuber Susu_JPEG? No, I don't know what that is. Is that Susan? Is that a VTuber? Do they make FNAF Let's Plays? $5 from my lady class. Adam YMS did hot tub streams on his Twitch sometimes. Well, I mean, yeah, you know, there's. I don't think all hot tub streams. I mean, certainly a lot of them are done ironically, but it's also like, I don't know, if you're not doing it for the explicit purpose of titillating 12-year-olds, you know, for the explicit purpose of like getting a bunch of fucking horny kids to jerk off to your stream, which is what a lot of these titty streamers are doing. You know, if you're just like chilling out and you're not like super over sexualizing yourself to the point where that's why people are coming to your stream, yeah, you know, that's fine. You want to have a fucking hot tub stream, that's not a big deal. It's not so much the genre as much as it is a lot of the content within the genre. 50 fucking P with a line through it from Dude with a Mustache. Dude with Machine. I don't know why I read that as Dude with a Mustache, but, you know, maybe you have a mustache. I don't know. You should grow one. Yo Claw, when will you do a Cyrex? Okay, ban that guy. Let's see here. $5 from the aimbot. Deadwing, all the conspiracy stuff you talked about, people do things about it. They leak info and commit acts of terrorism, but we know the truth. I mean, and that's the annoying thing too, is like I come on here and I'm talking about how there are just like legitimate conspiracies out there. I mean, the Twitch thing is legitimately a group of people that run this website that have a set of rules that don't apply to everybody, where they selectively choose who like gets, you know, the rules actually enforced, and they, you know, special favors to certain people. Like that is a conspiracy on some level, and it's like, this is just a real thing. But, you know, if you ever talk about stuff like this, it is, I think the term is like disinfo. The theory is that, like, the government puts out a bunch of fake crazy people to, like, spread disinformation, so that all of the people that talk about legit stuff sound like they're insane. And I don't know if that's real. I don't think that's necessarily real. We got a bunch of fucking crisis actors out here, but I mean, it's a theory. It's certainly a game theory, and it, I mean, I don't know. I think that could maybe be an unintentional effect of a lot of crazy people, is that there are things that are worth talking about that kind of sound a little high concept and a little like, you know, discussion of why Scientology is allowed to exist. You know, and it's like, that does start to sound almost a little bit like a conspiracy. I promise you, I am as within my faculties as I was at least when you first started watching me. I don't know if that means I've always been insane, or I'm still sane now, or what, but I'm the same as I've ever been. I'm just telling it like it is. I'm just saying, the fact that we all made jokes for so long about you-know-who and how he didn't fucking kill himself and how he mysteriously died, and we all just made jokes about this. This is just well known. Like, we all just joked about it, you know? It's all just a funny haha, and it's like, I don't know if anybody ever stopped and was just like, you know, this isn't that funny, actually. This is kind of not that funny, actually. This is kind of a horrible miscarriage of justice and proves that there's quite a lot of shit going on. Why aren't we doing anything about that? I don't know. I guess there's not much to do, right? I mean, what are any of us gonna do? We're just watching YouTube, you know? And I mean, when it comes down to sex on Twitch, I don't think it necessarily matters much. But it, you know, it's just that kind of thing of like, eventually we have to like put our fucking foot down on some level with something. Somewhere, something's gotta give. Somewhere, somebody has gotta be passionate about, I mean, and there's like people that are obviously protesting the really big issues, like, you know, police brutality and shit like that, but, you know, when it comes to things that are arguably much smaller, but also kind of important in their own way, like, you know, it would be pretty nice if the entire framework of our new format of media, which is user-driven, like, streams and, like, you know, people in their fucking bedroom making 10-hour documentaries about Lost or whatever. Shoutouts to Billiam. Fucking, you know, that is like the new media. That is the new face of the future. Fuck television, fuck all of that. You know, we're still gonna have like Netflix and shit, and that's also gonna be great. But, well, maybe not Netflix. I mean, fuck them too. Speaking of, that's a whole other thing, is the fucking streaming shit. Is how it legitimately is now almost at the point of like the Nerd Crew video where it was like General Mills Plus, or The Mill if you're in the know, and like, yeah, we're just fucking Paramount Plus, all this dumb shit, all this shit we're just expected to pay for, all these stupid fucking streaming services. And what are any of them offering? You know how many streaming services I am on that have the same movies as other streaming services? They're not even all exclusive. If they were all exclusive, that would even be one thing. But no, you go on to this, like, oh, here, you want to watch Batman? I'll watch it on Netflix. I'll watch it on Amazon. I'll watch it on fucking HBO. HBO is another one. They just entirely, I guess, HBO and Warner Brothers, they're just off the fucking rails. They're just off the fucking rails. They've just fucking, everything you love from Warner Brothers is dead. Your fucking cartoons, your Adult Swim, your what's the cartoon that people were liking? It wasn't Infinity Train. I don't think it was Infinity Train. It was the other one. It was one of those other like super cool cartoons that's for adults. You know, one of those, which I'm sure is great. I'm sure it's just great. Okay emoji. I'm sure it's a wonderful little cartoon. But I don't know what it is. But I know that whatever it was, the show got like fucking nuked off of HBO, and the creator is now on Twitter just like, hi, I'm the guy who created a TV show that you can now only pirate. Fuck everything. And yeah, because like the new CEO or whatever, or no, it's because Warner or HBO or whatever, that whole fucking conglomerate got like fucking sold to Discovery, I guess. And I guess the guy who runs Discovery is insane and just has been for a long time, and he's completely unchecked. And so now this fucking psychopath, and that's why the Batgirl movie got canceled too. Like, this guy just runs, and this is what's scary, right? It's like, I'm out here ranting about sex, you know, and ranting about the Joker, and ranting about shopping carts and whatnot, and goddamn it, it can all just be torn apart. All the things that we love, all the fucking, and you know, I guess don't get too attached to any kind of media ever. Don't get too attached to any movie IP that you like, any series of games, anything, because it's probably just going to eventually be just completely destroyed, you know? By just some random, your company got sold, and now the company that has for like 100 years made Bugs Bunny cartoons and owned like DC and Superman and fucking all of this shit. Yeah, now they're just insane. And they've decided to like weirdly gender their fucking streaming services. So now all of the womanly movies are gonna go on one streaming service, and all of the tough manly movies for men are gonna go on the other streaming service. And this is a legitimate real thing that's happening in the year of our Lord 2022, 2002. And yeah, I don't know. It's like, that's just another thing that's just a huge fucking black pill, isn't it? Where you're just like, it's like a thing I realized recently about being like a fan of video games. Any video game, any older video game. I mean, you know, if you're a fan of something that came out like a few years ago, then there's a good chance that it'll either, it'll probably get a sequel or something, it might still be handled well, like if you're a big fan of Ori and the Blind Forest, then good for you, because there's like 2 sequels. And they're both really good, I think. I think one of them is out. Is there like another one coming? I don't know. But they're like good, and that's a great series. But if you're a fan of Duke Nukem, then I guess you can just kind of go and fuck yourself, can't you? If you're a fan of any series that like peaked in the 90s or the 2000s or whatever, and it is now 2022, then you are most likely, like me, sitting here every day just kind of 1% of your brain just like, is today gonna be the day? Is today gonna be the day? Because there's always the day. Sometimes the day happens, and you get a DMC5 announcement or a Metroid Dread. But then for like 364 other days of any given year, sometimes it doesn't happen in a year at all. We're all just sitting around like, is today gonna be the day that we get Neverwinter Nights? Are we gonna get a good Tomb Raider again? Maybe, because they got sold by they got Square Enix. They also sold Deus Ex. We could get another. No, that's not okay. A new Sonic game. Oh, there could be a new Sonic game that's good. No, it's terrible. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just that's every day now, and you hear there's always like the little rumors. There was, I don't know if this came to anything recently, but there was like some rumor of like Konami being like, hey guys, we've heard you. We've got a big announcement for one of our beloved series. And all of us were just like, oh my god, it's going to be some fucking pachinko machine or some shit, isn't it? It is legitimate. It's going to be some dumb bullshit. And I don't know. Maybe they announced Metal Gear Solid 6. I don't know. But, every day as an Epic gamer, any single day, you have like a very, very, very slim probability dice roll chance of it being the day that a new Banjo-Kazooie game is announced and it looks really good. you also have an equal probability chance, sometimes greater, that new announcement will look terrible. So you gotta factor in your odds, you know. If you want to start playing numbers on this, you want to go to Vegas on your bet as to whether or not there's going to be a Turok reboot today. I wouldn't do that necessarily, but yeah, it's fun. It's just fun being a fan of any art that is now like a product, anything like that, where it's like, this was somebody's heart and soul that they put into this thing. They made it, in their image, something that they wanted to make for a long time, music or a movie or a game or whatever, and now it's just like a commodity owned by some fucking people that don't understand it, that don't appreciate it for anything more than what it represents in the form of zeros in their bank account, and they're the ones in charge of it. And the only thing you can ever really hope in that instance, I say, like, is when will this be the day that we get the new whatever? What it more is for me is like, will this be the day that we get the announcement that like a new guy is running such and such department in Nintendo, and maybe this guy is like less insane about, spiting the fans? That's another one, we want to rant about why don't people do shit. Like, everybody knows Nintendo is evil, And yet, what is the deal with, like, I think it's literally, it's just because they make good games. I mean, they still just make really good video games. And it's easier to shit on a company like EA or Ubisoft because the games that they're putting out are just generally, like, maybe decently developed but horribly butchered with like monetization and battle passes and shit like that. And so it's a lot easier to hate an Activision than it is to hate a company like Nintendo, who are literally like doing things just because, like, to spite their fans, like literally to spite their fans. Like, They just decide, no, you know what, you don't need to have this thing where you play a game that, like this tournament. What was it? It was like a Splatoon tournament, right? Or I think that also happened with a Smash thing. No, I think it was a Smash tournament that they canceled, and then like they followed up by canceling a Splatoon thing, like as retaliation for like them speaking out against Nintendo or something. They like spitefully took down a different fucking tournament. I'm, again, probably speaking out of my ass here, but I feel like that's what the story was. And it was something like that, where it's like, wow, there is no explanation for this other than you just wanted to be dicks. Like, you literally just wanted to spite these people that have done nothing wrong and literally are just fans of your product and support you financially, probably, as well as, like, in the public or whatever. And they'll go after these fucking, like, people that are basically broke, but they're hosting like a ROM site, because Nintendo is not fucking providing their own games to people in a capacity that's worth a shit. Still fucking waiting on how many games for the SNES Classic thing, the online thing. We're still fucking waiting for all this shit. And it's like, but they put out a new Kirby that's good, or a new Pokemon, and it's like, well, I guess we can forgive the fact that Pokemon is one of the biggest fucking media franchises in the world, and yet it still looks like a 3DS game. I mean, even the new one pretty much looks like a nicer 3DS game, and it's like, yeah, I don't know. The games are pretty fun, but I don't know. Can we deal with the fact that this company is horrible? I don't know. And it sucks too, because then you reach the thing where, like, when Metroid Dread came out last year, the day that game came out, people were making articles on like Kotaku and shit that were like, hey, here's how to pirate Metroid Dread and play it with better resolution and blah, blah, blah. And it was like, how is this fucking... You are like the news, and you're basically telling people how to steal this fucking company's video game on the day that it came out. That's great. And I'm not like one of these like, oh, piracy is theft people, but like the day that it came out, it's like the New York Times telling people, hey, here's how you can get yourself a free laptop. One of them new iPhones came out last week. I bet you could score yourselves one of those. It's a couple of fucking 5-finger discount tips. Like, I don't know, that was a little weird. And I remember I left a comment in Muda's, Muda did a video about that. And I was just like, this was the fucking first, this is Metroid 5. Metroid 4 was released in 2002. It has been 19 years. Can you please buy the new Metroid game? You know? Can you support the new Metroid game, please, so we can get a Metroid 6 before I'm dead? Can you please? And people did. That game was fairly successful, but it's like, it also sucks that we're like held hostage. We have to give Nintendo, this evil company that hates its fans and fucking just like spites its own fucking creations. We have to give this company our fucking money because otherwise we won't get another Metroid, you know? And then what does it even matter? We vote with our wallet and people still fucking make Sword and Shield one of the most popular Switch games. Talk about fucking games and stuff, you know? Rockstar. Can we acknowledge how Rockstar, they are a company who are now famous, you know, they're now like world famous toppest tier game developers, world renowned. They have altered the course of gaming for history in a profound and good way. And it is almost entirely due to the games GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas, as well as Bully, as well as, like, you know, their later stuff too. I don't like GTA 5 very much, but I'm not going to pretend it's not, like, a fairly, you know, it's an accomplishment. Red Dead 2 is kind of a chore to play a lot of the time, but it's got one of the best stories I've ever experienced in video games, so, like, they're still making good stuff. However, they're also making good lies! They're making good crimes and lies. They're making good false advertising, because they literally put out a product that they called Grand Theft Auto the Definitive Edition. And it is categorically worse than, like, most other versions of those games. Like, it is worse. It has fewer music tracks. It has features removed. It has textures that are broken. It has fucking effects that are broken. And I think they fixed a lot of that now. And yes, this was last year, but I never got a chance to rant about it. And it's just a part of it, isn't it? It's just another part of these fucking companies. You know? Vinny has a good quote that he uses from time to time that's like, I forget, it's from like a movie. And it's I forget what the movie is, but it's something to the effect of like, the Yankees don't pay your bills. The Yankees don't give a shit about you. I don't know. That's just one that I'm like, yeah, all the brand loyalty and shit, all of the like, no, but I gotta buy the new. It's like, they don't care about you. Nintendo hates you. Nintendo wants you to shut the fuck up and buy their next product and be a good little fucking consumer. They don't want you to fucking. They don't care about you. And Rockstar, they made a definitive edition of the fucking games that made them the company that they are today, that brought them here, that brought them to the point where they're able to continue fucking scamming 12-year-olds on GTA 5. They allegedly, you know, and they released this horrible fucking version that is just an affront. It is just an affront to me as a person who likes those games. And you would think that anybody involved in making those would have seen that and been like, wow, this is awful. You're calling this Definitive Edition. You're calling this the Definitive Edition, and like basically entire radio stations are removed from fucking Vice City. You're calling this the Definitive Edition? Really? Like, is that even legal? Because it's legitimately not. I mean, the definitive, I mean, how do you define that, I guess, right? Define definitive, but like, you know, I think definitive would mean like the version that is like the best and has the most features. And if we're talking about features, you can't have fucking Vice City without like half of V-Rock, you know? You know? So, I don't know. That's another one where, like, doesn't the fucking guys, what are they, Doug and, so Sam and Dan Houser are their names. The guys who are, like, the main dudes who wrote, like, GTA, all the GTAs and stuff. Don't they care? Doesn't Laszlo care? Doesn't anybody from Rockstar give a shit, you know? Doesn't anybody have any fucking integrity at all? Doesn't anybody have any fucking integrity at all anymore? You know, I mean, I guess there's probably like NDAs or something. Like, there's probably a lot of people who work at these companies that are like, yeah, we hate this too. We hate that Nintendo is like taking down this fan game or whatever, you know. And you know what another cool thing is too, when Nintendo does shit like that, when they take down fan games and stuff, they always take down the ones that are like good. They're never taking down strange fucking Spyro Puro fucking Pokemon adventures on the App Store or whatever. They're never taking down that shit. They're never taking down like Sponge Mario fucking Runner with like Rick and Morty. You know, they don't take down that. They never take down that. They take down like the Metroid 2 remake that was like so good that they wound up hiring that guy to make the Ori games. Like they take down stuff that people actually are passionate about, because Nintendo hates passion. They don't want you to be passionate about anything. It's like one of the ultimate fucking black pills is like this company. They are, I mean, people call them like the Disney of gaming, and it's absolutely true. They are just like Disney. They are a company that is this like their whole image is family friendly, and it's family experiences, and it's good wholesome memories from your childhood, but they fucking hate you, and they hate everything you stand for, and they hate your fucking family, and they hate your fucking kids, and they just want you to fucking give them your goddamn money, you fucking swine, you know? And it's like and I don't know, you know, I guess I'm just doing this stream now because it's like, well, something's gotta give, right? Eventually we gotta say something. I don't know. We gotta say something. This is insane. This is just insane. All of the things that we just put up with, it's starting to feel like, I don't know, we're all just on the fucking tipping point of something. Like, something. I don't know. Because there's just like, it's like people say, don't, you know, bottle up your emotions. You know, because it's gonna explode. You're gonna get like heart disease or whatever. Yeah, you're gonna blow up on someone and like beat them to fucking death because you've like bottled up all your anger and it just explodes. That's what's happening with like all of the knowledge of how the fucking world is. We all just know that the entire world is the worst thing. We are in hell, and yet like we don't do anything about it. And at some point, like the knowledge of all this has got to give. Hang on, I'm receiving a phone call. Just give me a second, real quick. Let me just do this, and yep, and I'll be right back. Hang on. Okay, well, I was going to play the fucking Grunty Industry song again, but it took so long for the fucking tab to reopen that I was like, the phone call is already over. So, you know, that didn't happen, but it's fine. It's fine. Let me get back to some super chats here, because, you know, the super chats get me onto other topics. So, you know, $10 from a lady class. Look up sex on YouTube and you'll get a bunch of scams. I saw someone post about that on either the Some Ordinary Gamers or Penguins Zero subreddit. I forgot which one. Sex on YouTube, huh? I mean, I guess this is the stream about, we're ranting about sex, so I'll just look up sex. Of course, I type it in and I get Sex Pistols, God Save the Queen. Oh, what the fuck is this? Oh god, yeah, I think you might be right. I think you might be right, chat member. There's like titty ladies here. Hot sex link porn! What is this? Okay. First time testing full-size sex doll. Oh man, oh baby. Dedicated to all the pretty sex dolls in the world. And all the ugly sex dolls too, because to me you're beautiful anyway, baby. Sex in public prank. Yeah, there's some interesting ones here. I don't know. Some stuff that does look like a scam. I'll probably look at that on another stream. I am planning on streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow's stream will be focused on a certain event, so it'll be, maybe we'll have time for that as well, because who couldn't use a little bit of sex after that sort of thing. But anyways, yeah, that's interesting. I'll look into that. Thank you. I will look into sex on YouTube. Thank you for the suggestion. Let me actually save that. I'm literally saving a bookmark that is in quotes sex on YouTube. That's my search term. Let's see. $10 from Stephen Victoria. The stream is based and bear pilled. Yeah, I mean, I'm breaking the conditioning. This booze drink is like too good, which implies that I didn't put enough booze in. That's a shame. $2 from Torpid Gamer. No message, but thank you. $2 from Victor Martinez. Are you okay? You're scaring me. No, I mean, the thing is that this is just... I'm scaring you because it's too real, man. It's too real. It's too raw. We can't touch that wound yet. Like, I don't know. I get it. I mean, yeah, we're not exactly talking about diaper furs here, but I mean, don't worry. The next rant stream where I go off about about that, I mean, don't worry. I got shit to complain about for fucking days. And it's all it's all connected. Don't worry. $10 from Judgment. I love this bear pill stream. Basically, $5 from Alana Banana Canada. I got my Pitchfork. Who are we going after first? NFTs or Scientology? Again, we're not going after anybody. I'm not suggesting that we spark up the revolution. I'm merely commenting that it is odd that so many people are aware of so much that's going on in the world that is like just plainly just lied to them by like the public accepted like technically the real thing that's happening, quote unquote, is like just a lie, and everybody knows that. Everybody knows that stuff, that it's who didn't fucking kill himself in his fucking jail cell. Like, everybody knows that. We all just made jokes about it, but it's like, I don't know. We all know it. Are we going to do something at any point? Is anybody? I don't know. And it affects things on like the grand scale, like literal like big time world shit, down to like much smaller scale. And I mean, I will admit, the fucking supermarket checkout lane shit is like not exactly on the same level as certain other things, but I'm just saying there is a whole complex framework of bullshit, and it's just a whole framework of the world being built and solely designed to screw the average person over. And I just don't know. I don't know why we put up with it. I don't know. I don't know why there aren't more riots in the streets over the fact that somebody's shopping cart has another busted wheel. And god damn it, they put a fucking quarter in the shopping cart and they paid for a fucking shopping cart with a busted wheel. Are you fucking kidding me? This is bullshit. And then they start running over people's pets with the shopping cart, Like, I'm surprised that doesn't happen more, And this is why there's so much like random attacks and violence. The world is just such a weird, like, hostile fucking place where we're all just dishonest and lying to ourselves all the time. And it's like, some people just fucking snap. They just fucking beat people up on the subway or whatever because probably because they're insane and bad people to some extent. But, also there's other factors. I don't know. It's like, man, the whole world needs to just chill a little bit. We all just need to fucking smoke a fatty You know, $2 from Milady Class. Imagine Scientology NFTs. Oh God, I could see it. I mean, I could fucking see it. It's such a fucking scam, allegedly, that I could see them crossing over with another scam, allegedly. $5 from JR. Claw U2s when. I mean, I don't know. I don't need a U2s. I'm waiting for the pop figure. The real one, the real scummy action figure. I mean, I don't want a pop. I feel like I would not only not allow them to make that, I would probably blast Funko Pops on Twitter. If Funko Pop offered to make a fucking Funko Pop of me, I would be like, no, this is offensive and you should be ashamed for offering it. But I would only consider it if it was Funko. Like, U2s, no. I mean, like, Funko doesn't do YouTubers, but that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna transcend just being a YouTube action figure, okay? They're gonna put me on the shelf next to Pennywise. They're gonna put me on the shelf next to Marty McFly. God damn it. Once my fucking rap album comes out. $5 from Autistic Wolf. Scientology doesn't pay taxes because even though the government knew it was a scam, they tried to enforce the rules and got bullied into submission. Yeah, I mean, it is just like a criminal organization, allegedly, that is like just a it's like the mafia, you know? And yeah, people just buy into it as if it's a real thing, totally. And I don't know, it's like how many people like Leah Remini need to come out and say like, yeah, I was fucking abused for years because of Scientology. Like, before people start to, like, you know, I don't know, you know, before people start to care as much about Scientology as they do about somebody using the wrong fucking hairstyle for their character in Animal Crossing, you know, this is another facet of the stream that's like, there's so much that's worth talking about. There's so much that's worth complaining about. To lesser degrees, some, you know, whining about Nintendo, whatever. But it's more fucking valid than half of the shit that you see a bunch of stupid fucking college idiot white kids fucking whining about on fucking Twitter. Every fucking day, it's always some stupid shit about, oh, she wore space buttons! And it's like, can we talk about any of the things that are real? Can we talk about anything that's actually an issue? Because this is just a fucking distraction. This is just nonsense. Can I go a day without having to hear about fucking Pikachu's gender identity or some shit? Can I please? Can we focus on anything that matters for like a little while, please? Just for a little bit, please. Good God, Twitter. Fucking hell. God, I went on Twitter the other day, and you know, I don't use Twitter anymore, right? Like, I don't use it unless I have to yell at YouTube about something, which doesn't even fucking work usually, but like, I don't use Twitter anymore, because I used to use Twitter, and it was making me sad. And so now I'm still sad to some extent, but at least I don't use Twitter. But I went on Twitter, and I looked at Twitter, and Twitter is a fucking nightmare. There was some horrible thing that was trending. There was some fucking awful shit that was trending on Twitter that was, I guess, it was like at some fucking, I don't know, celebrity people, rich people fucking gala or whatever. Some fucking Illuminati eyes wide shut orgy bullshit. And all these like fucking tuxedo suit motherfucker celebrities were like all showing up. And I guess, who was it? It was like, it was the fucking guy who played Kirk in the Star Trek movie, Chris Pine. And it was like one of the fucking One Direction guys, I think. And I guess, based on like some body language or something, it kind of looked a little bit like one of them might have spat on the other one. And so, you know, this is not entertaining or interesting, and yet it became, of course, despite not being entertaining or interesting, it became the biggest thing of Twitter that day. And the reason why it caught my attention in the first place was because I saw trending the word Zapruder, or name, and it said, like, it had like a write-up of who fucking Zapruder was and the Zapruder film, and how they went over the Zapruder film in when JFK got assassinated. They went over it and they, you know, frame by frame, and each single frame is like historic and everything. And that's who Zapruder is. And so that's the significance of this fucking spit video. I guess some one dipshit on Twitter, one guy decided to make the joke, which admittedly the first time might have been kind of funny. This is like this generation's Zapruder film. And then you scrolled through that, and it was just fucking hundreds of thousands of fucking NPC non-people. Just non-people. People who don't have thoughts. I'm convinced they don't have thoughts. They don't think. They don't have thoughts. They are not capable of thoughts. They are humans with brains like goldfish, and they just, each single fucking one of them, oh, the Zapruder film, oh my god, it's like the Zapruder film. They are fucking goldfish people. Holy shit, it was like eye-opening. It was disgusting. It was like a fucking look at the seedy underbelly of humanity. Just these fucking mongoloid the Zapruder film. Like, they all fucking thought of it. Like, they were the fucking funniest one. And each fucking tweet had like thousands of retweets too. And you can bet the people that got all those retweets, a bunch of them were also getting people who didn't retweet them, but who instead saw the hilarious joke and then decided, haha, I made this. And then they posted the funny joke, and now they have thousands of retweets. All you have to do to get famous on the internet now, apparently, is to have sex on Twitch, or to just literally rip off the same fucking not even that funny 6 out of 10 joke that like a billion other people already made. And it's even better that it's like surrounding something that's so fucking pointless and stupid, like a fucking celebrity drama nonsense. You know, that's even better. Although I will say, speaking of celebrity drama nonsense, God, I think I might need to do a stream about Kanye West at some point, because have been catching up with what Kanye's been fucking doing. I'm not like a big Kanye fan. I really like The College Dropout, and every album after that is like, I would personally describe it as, for my point of view, overproduced and self-indulgent. There's some good songs, you know, Stronger, whatnot, but Power, another good one. But Kanye West, of course, as many of you know, is not a very mentally well person at this point in time. And, you know, I was not aware. I mean, I guess I should say, one thing that we look for a lot when we're looking for garbage, and it's just, usually it's like a jump off. We type this in, and it usually doesn't get us anything funny, but it like leads us to something else sometimes that is funny. And what that is my wife left me. And we're looking every time for like vlogs of some guy complaining about how his wife took the kids, and how, like, it's because he bought the $15,000 worth of Funko Pops or whatever, you know? Like, we're always looking for that, and we never find it. Well, lo and fucking behold, Kanye fucking West was the person to get that from. Because for those of you who are like me and didn't concern yourself with Kanye West relationship drama, Kanye was like the fucking... He was going on Instagram and just whining. Just like... full on, like, boo-hoo-hoo whining, like, publicly begging that fucking Kim Kardashian take his ass back. He kept calling Pete Davidson, who I guess she was banging now, he kept calling him Skeet. Like, it's so fucking insane. It's great. And he starts going off about how it's all part of a conspiracy, and how it's all connected. Sex rant. It's ranting about sex. Like, yeah, it's all connected. Like, it's even connected for him. Every facet of life is connected. It's all thread in the pattern. And I am the fucking Taviran up in this shit. But you know, it's all. He was like, oh, it's all connected. See, I voted. You know, Kanye's like, oh, I'm not a Democrat black guy, and I'm not allowed to be that way. So Hillary and the fucking whatever. I think he, like other people, they all convinced Kim Kardashian to leave me, and I guess like date this other like SNL, like third-rate SNL guy, and that was part of the conspiracy, I guess. All because Kanye likes Trump, I guess. It was just quite unhinged. I don't know. It's like I feel like it's like past the point of that even being necessary at this point, because that was a while ago. But man, whenever there's another Kanye meltdown at some point, that might be a lot of fun to look at, because I wasn't aware that guy is genuinely just a lolcow now. And I respect Kanye. I think he's a really good, artist. I don't like all of his albums, but I think he's a really good artist. He's a great rapper. The fucking song Kanye's Workout Plan is like what I would describe as progressive hip hop. It is like starts out as like a weird workout tape, and then it turns into like a vocoder solo. Kanye's Workout Plan. Like, that guy's a fucking musical genius a lot of the time, but he's also insane. I mean, he's also a lolcow who literally just whined about his fucking wife leaving him in public and like shared her DMs and stuff and was just like, oh my god, Kim, take me back. Skeet is bad for my kids, Kim, please. It's like, oh dear, Kanye, this... I guess you have a lot of money and you can do this, but like, should you do this? This is not a good look. I don't know. I just don't expect like big time celebrities to be acting the way that I would expect from like Chris Chan, like, you know, like King Cobra JFS's girlfriend just fucking left him, and now he's doing a stream where he's just drinking and going, oh god, why? And that's basically what Kanye did. Like, but like on Instagram, and everybody was just like, no, but where's the new album though? Please stop this. 179, £1.79 from Winston checks in. 2022 moment. Yeah. One of those fun 2022 moments when you realize that the cyberpunk was the friends we made along the way. And that we are, you know, so what if the cyberpunk video game was a disaster? We're already living in a nightmare. We are already living in a corporate fucking dystopia hellscape. It's all fine. It's less cool than the video game version. The video game version of Cyberpunk is basically life as we know it, but with more neon and like piercings and robot arms. So like, and flying cars and shit. So like, not that you can fly as a player, because CD Projekt Red are hacks apparently, but yeah, you know, 2022 moment. $2 from Victor Martinez. Not if you want to be shot by paid police. Yeah, you know, if you want to, if you want to talk about, I guess that's it, really. I mean, it's funny, the new 372 Pages, which is a podcast that talks about bad books, from a couple of the guys from Riff Tracks, and MST3K. The new series that they are doing is about a book called Super Constitution, which is just absolutely insane. I mean, they kind of waver between bad books made by, like, credible authors. Like, say what you will about Ernest Cline, he's not insane, but then they range between that and books that are, like, I guess you could call them outsider art, quote unquote. And this is, like, a book that's like a manifesto about how we need to force the entire world into complying with this super constitution that everybody has to follow, and they all have to speak the same mono language, or else they will be killed within 3 minutes by the killing wave. And this is the people that are making the killing wave happen. Yeah, those are our protagonists. So that's the book, and also the main character is a woman who is a sex fiend with an octopus sucker vagina. But anyways, yeah, and so I guess that like I was listening to that on the plane the other day, and I was just like, wow, yeah, I guess that is it, isn't it? You just have to be in power and just be like, well, if you say anything bad about the super constitution, we will stop your heart in 3 minutes. So, toe the line, and you'll get to see your kids tomorrow. It's like, yeah, I guess that is just how the world works. Bo Burnham was right. Sacco was right. That's how it is. That's how it works. Let's see. $2 from JR. Lizzie's in a box. Only dumb Lizzie's good in this box. $5 from Dolphin Jelly. There is no Santa. There is no Tooth Fairy. And there is no Queen of England. Yeah, Bozo's dead. Da, 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 da. Again, I don't care about the Queen. Like, I have no fucking real even opinions about the Queen. The Queen is, like, as far as I'm concerned, the least of the problems when it comes to the royal people. I hate fucking her kids and her husband and her fucking Meghan Markle and Kate Middleton. They're all of those people I hate more than the Queen. Just because they're like nobody cares about the Queen, but for some reason a bunch of stupid fucking troglodyte humans, again, NPCs, not a thought in their brains. They're all like, oh, the royal wedding. And good God, I hate those people. I hate the fucking royal wedding people and the fucking royal fucking babies or whatever. I hate them so much more than the Queen. Because what did the Queen ever do to, like, any of us, right? I mean, probably a lot. She probably fucked over a lot of people with colonialism or something. But in terms of, like, things that you actually know the Queen for, is she really all that bad? She's just, like, on the TV occasionally with her fucking corgis or whatever. Like, it's not... I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if she's the worst thing in the world. I just love all of the fucking people that just like they read the fucking clickbait article that BuzzFeed put out or whatever that was like, did you know the Queen is actually she does do stuff and some of it's kind of bad. Like they all just learned that the day the Queen died, and they had to cancel her as quick as they found out. She weren't wearing no space buns, but she, that was pretty bad. What she did was pretty bad. It was not space buns in Animal Crossing bad, not like white reggae bad, but like the Queen bad. We got to cancel her for that. I mean, it doesn't matter that she's dead. Fuck her. I guess it's like, if you always hated the Queen, that's fair. That's totally fair. Like Christopher Eccleston, the 9th Doctor, he fucking hates the Queen. Nobody was celebrating more than him when the Queen died. Like, he was fucking so happy, probably, when the Queen died. And, like, that's fair. I don't begrudge him that. My thing is just the people that, like, suddenly the Queen's existence became an issue to them when it was no longer happening. When she was dead, suddenly they were like, oh my God, the Queen is problematic. She's a problem. $2 from Victor Martinez. If Clorox is so good, why is there no Clorox 2? It's going to Clorox your socks. $5 from Nix220. I may have missed it. Your thoughts on the Kiwi Farm situation? Well, chat member. That's fun. Gee, do I want to lose my YouTube channel for speaking out against the protected person? I don't know. I think I may have mentioned this in a previous stream, but I will say I was watching another channel that mentioned at the end of one of their videos that they had a friend who lives in London, Ontario, Canada, who is being harassed and trolled by awful, mean internet bullies. And I will admit, the first thing I thought was, the first reaction I had in my mind was the gif of Fry squinting his eyes. Just like, yeah? Is she just being completely targeted out of the blue for no reason at all? She never did anything. Didn't run any weird Discord servers or anything like that? No? No. They just attacked her for no reason at all. Just completely random attack. And, I mean, I guess I will say, nobody's gonna argue that Kiwi Farms is, like, everybody on there is, like, a wonderful person. It is a website that doesn't have much in the way of rules, and that's kind of one of the things that's kind of attractive about it, like a 4chan or what have you. It's sort of reminiscent of the era where the internet was more of a Wild West. And so that does just, a lot of people are able to handle having, the ability to say what they want, and they don't feel the need, like a 12-year-old who just learned swear words to say a bunch of rude things about people's identities or whatever. But there are people on there certainly who do, and that's a thing, I guess. That's a thing. Sure, there's some stuff that's said on there, and sometimes the people that they go after and they talk about are trans people. I guess it's just the fact that most of the time when they go after these people, like most of the time, they usually did something to deserve it. I mean that's the thing, is that, like, it's not just, oh, this person is trans and has a Twitter account. It's like, no, this person, so-and-so criminal thing that they're, like, not in jail for or whatever. And, I'm not accusing anyone in particular of anything. I'm just saying that a lot of people look at Kiwi Farms and they look at, the rhetoric surrounding certain types of people or whatever, and they go, well, they're bad people. They're transphobes. And it's like, yes, probably some of them, sure. Those people are everywhere. They're going to be any platform that you're on. It's just here you can see them. So if anything, that's probably better. I mean, it's better than them just, like, hiding in plain sight, I guess. But it's also like, I don't know, again, a lot of the time it's like, well, yeah, they're misgendering this person, but they're misgendering fucking Jonathan Yaniv, who's, like, literally only transitioned to, like, creep on girls in bathrooms. Like, literally, they're going, the stereotypical person that, like, the right wing talks about, of, like, the creepy bathroom predator or whatever, like that, they have a thread about that guy, they don't have a thread about, like, every individual person on the internet who's, like, decided to transition or whatever. They usually it's because this person is, like, they did something. Not always. I mean, there's a lot of people on there who just have threads because, like, somebody has a grudge against them, and that's certainly also a thing. But I guess it's just interesting. I mean, this person who took Kiwi Farms to war, seems to have been somewhat successful to some extent. I think they're back. They're, like, being hosted on another website now or something, some other server thing. I don't know. I think they're kind of back, but, like, nobody has ever been as successful as she was in that sort of crusade. I mean, there are no fucking shortage of lolcows who are known for, like, threatening to like, we're gonna take down the farms, like that. That is a famous genre of lolcow. That is a well-trodden genre of lolcow. That's not new. But what's new is somebody actually being kind of successful in it. And it's also notable because, I mean, I don't know, it's just hilarious. Like, I guess nobody stopped to, like, critically think for, like, I mean, some people did, obviously, because some people are against her in the situation, but nobody, like, stopped to critically think, like, gee, why is it that she's so gung-ho about this website being taken down? Is it because they're mean to her, or is it because they might happen to be hosting a lot of information that is, proof that she's done some very questionable things? I don't know. I don't know. Why could it be that this website needs to be taken down so urgently? And it's like, I described it the other day as, like, she has literally created She's created like a cookie clicker grandma-esque scenario of gaslighting, where she doesn't even need to keep clicking. She doesn't even need to keep clicking to make those cookies. She just needs to have like her weird Twitter simp people just reply to anybody who posts proof about what weird stuff she's done, and they just go, well, that's from Kiwi Farms. You can't trust that. That's from Kiwi Farms. They're racist and sexist and they're transphobes, and you can't trust that. It's not real. And you go like, well, okay, but this is a Wayback Machine archive of a tweet that but you can't trust that though. It's fabricate. Like, it's literally like she doesn't even have to do anything. Hands off, baby. Self-perpetuating gaslighting engine. Fucking constant motion up in this hizzy. It's like almost impressive, except for the fact that this bitch is gonna be getting fucking pizzas for the rest of her life. Like, that was the thing. Immediately when I was like started following the situation, I was like, man, you know, they kind of go after people just for like you know, being pathetic and trying to like take down the farms, and like they'll troll you for that even if you're just like a loser and you're unsuccessful. She was like kind of arguably successful. She's gonna be getting 50 pizzas a day. Like, I don't know, every fucking place, everybody in her town is gonna be like, oh, it's you. Oh, you're the one we sent all that Chinese food to last week and you didn't pay us. And she's just like, no, there's a whole, she has to like explain it. Like, that's just that. I mean, you know, I guess if your crusade is worth it to you, that you're okay with being set, like, being trolled hardcore for the rest of your existence. If that's something you're okay with for your cause or whatever, I guess that's fine. But I just question as to whether that cause is founded on more than just, oh god, they have info that makes me look questionable. You know, and I don't want to actually address that or anything like that, so I have to attack them under somewhat false pretenses. And then there's been stuff where she's like, has counter-doxed other people, because as always with, you know, this type of internet person, this type of like, you know, it's like the rules for thee but not for me thing. Like, you can't dox me. That's a hate crime, but it's okay if I do it. And like I'll don't even dox the right people, and I'm just like completely careless. And I don't know. There's that whole thing, and yeah, it's just a whole weird situation. My question was like, what is her deal ultimately? Like, I don't know. I haven't done enough research again. You know, I have only been kind of sidelong glancing at it every now and then. But like, what is okay? So her explanation is like, well, I didn't do anything wrong. They're all transphobes and they're making up all this stuff about me. And it's like, well, I mean, then what's the explanation? Like, why don't you just explain that? You know, like if that was true, you'd think you'd be willing to just like, I don't know, like let the truth speak for itself. That's me anyway. Like if somebody made up a bunch of shit about me, then I wouldn't be like hastily trying to Streisand affect it. I would be like, well, that's bullshit. I mean, that's nonsense. I know what's true. That's not real, and that's fake. And people would probably, you know, it would probably look a lot better than like this, and this is under the presumption that she actually totally did nothing wrong and everything has been fabricated, because that's, I guess, what she has people believing now. But it's like, if that's the case, if you did nothing and that's your truth, then why do you need to take down this website so fervently? I mean, why is it such a mad rush to do this, really? I mean, it's like you're either desperate to distract from what info they have about you, or you're like stupid and didn't realize what hornet's nest you were kicking, or you're like, I guess, naive, or some combination of those. I don't know. It's like, or you did a bunch of really shady shit and Kiwi Farms has documents about all of it, and you're like, oh god, this is gonna ruin me, so now I have to I have to pretend that they're just totally attacking me for no reason, and it's just because of my identity or whatever, and it has nothing to do with any of my actions. And yeah, that's probably more likely the reason, but I mean, under the, you know, assumption that this is all totally above board, and like, you know, everything she says is legitimate, Kiwi Farms is evil, she is right, okay, I mean, I don't know. I just don't understand. If that was the case, I think I would be a little more like, no, this is just fake, and I'm not going to like change my life and go on a crusade over this bullshit. Like, that's the thing. If it's like fake, it's like, why are you like, I don't know. This is like protesting too much, you know? I don't know. I guess that's the thing. So that's that situation. There's that rant. Done. I don't know. I hope the pizzas she gets every day are good. I hope she's getting some good ones. I don't know, but yeah, that's a whole situation. That is a whole situation indeed. But you know, I mean, ultimately, Kiwi Farms is a website that has been instrumental in like exposing criminals and you know, say what you will about online detectives or whatever, but like without Kiwi Farms, I'm pretty sure a lot of people who were actively like zoo sadisting, abusing animals, they probably would still be doing it. And a lot of them, I think some of them are like Snake Thing's in jail. And Snake Thing probably wouldn't be in jail. The guy who like drilled holes in puppies' heads and raped his fucking like baby nephew and shit, yeah, probably wouldn't be in jail if not for Kiwi Farms. So I guess I'm just thinking, well, you know, net good. I don't know. What's the net good here? I guess that's my question. You know, it's like, yes, every now and then they might misgender Chris Chan. You know, oh God, right? Like, but how much are they doing that's like, you know, actually very important stuff that's like archiving of shit that, I mean, again, this is like a perfect example too. This situation, this kerfuffles that's been going on. This is like the perfect example of you know, this is why this website needs to exist, because people will come along wherever this information is hosted and be like, oh, that looks bad for me, yeah, I'm gonna like take this down. And you know, it's like, I don't have any right to take it down technically because it's totally free to be posted on here like legally, but I'm gonna take this down because it makes me look bad. Like that's gonna happen, and this is just proof of that. And it's like, this individual, God, have I said her name yet? I've been trying to avoid it in case you haven't told. This individual, who shall go nameless, because people are literally getting banned for like speaking about this. But this individual just rallying about this and screaming. I don't know. I guess it's just like, I don't know. It's a whole situation. It's quite a situation. $5 from Norotsu Nagara. Have you heard of Young Scrolls? He makes decent meme music. I suggest listening to Zoom by Sheogorath. Well, yeah. When me and some people on the server were playing Morrowind, like online multiplayer Morrowind, we had a custom soundtrack thanks to Tristan, which had like Young Scrolls, I think, and it had some other stuff like that. It had like pumped up kicks. No, yeah, yeah, it had that song, but it was like in the Morrowind like sound font or whatever. So that was, yeah, it's good stuff. $10 from a lady class. Claw, this is random, but there's this music reviewer. Oh, this is random, is it? This music reviewer on YouTube I've been watching lately called Brad Taste in Music. I think he's underrated and funny as hell. He also likes Fantano, which is cool. Well, yes, I last stream I did, we were looking at bad music, and I had also recently found out about this YouTuber, and I was enjoying his streams and stuff, and I don't know, he had a recent stream that I saw that was like a little odd, where it was about the it was like awkward cursing in rap music, or not rap, awkward cursing in music, and it was like songs that are kind of ruined by like having a curse word in them. And most of this video was great. It was a very funny video, and I thought he had great reactions, good commentary. But then there was this one part where this is going to turn into the Fantano meme of like, gee, Anthony, you didn't have to go off for 15 minutes about how you wanted to fuck Halsey in this review. That's a little weird. Yeah, there was this one part in the video where he responded to a guy from chat, like in retrospect, like while he was editing it, he responded to a guy in chat and he was like, "This is not the kind of thing we expect here. This is not acceptable behavior." And all the guy said was like, "What kind of person names their album The Human Condition?" I think that's what the comment was. It was like a really tame comment. And I don't know why he was like upset about that so much. So that was a little odd. That was I saw that and I was like, okay. But yeah, he's a good YouTuber. I like his stuff. I don't know what that was about, but I mean, I'm sure there's an explanation. I thought that was a little strange. $10 from my lady class. Oh wait, no, hang on. $5 from Autistic Wolf. Why are you okay with destroying the planet and bragging about it? Joking. I light styrofoam on fire to keep warm. Don't change anything you do for someone else. No, I mean, like, there's some degree to which, like, do what you can for the environment or whatever if you care, but it's also like people that fucking force you to recycle, even though a lot of the plastic, are you aware that a lot of the plastic that you're like recycling is like not even recyclable? It's like not even recyclable. It's like a scam. Like, it's straight up a scam. The plastic people were like, well, we can just make a symbol that kind of looks like the recycling logo, and it'll like trick people into thinking that this plastic is like recyclable. And most plastic, not recyclable. It's literally a scam. It's literally like, oh, people are not feeling so good about plastic. It's bad for the environment. Well, why don't we just fucking trick them? As Jay Bowman once said, the prophetic Jay Bowman, just trick them. They won't know. Fuck it. They can recycle some fucking plastic that's just gonna get, just thrown in a fucking landfill. It's just gonna get in the way of the things that actually can be recycled. Just trick them. Whatever. It's like, yeah, all this environmental stuff, and I mean, I just hate it so much when it's always, the onus is always on us. It's always like, we're the problem. You, citizen, you're the problem. Your car is the problem. And like, yeah, cars are a problem. Who's responsible for the cars? Oh yeah, the fucking people that are responsible for everything else. The fucking weird, like, elite conglomerate of like whatever people make the decisions for the world. You know what I mean? Like them, the powers that be, those, whatever, they. Whenever you're talking about a thing and you're like, yeah, why haven't they made this yet? It's them, they're they. That's who I'm talking about. The people that like all the companies, all of whatever, all of the fucking corporations that are all like polluting massively, and they don't give a shit. As long as they can make more red cents than they made last year, they don't give a fucking shit. They will lie to you directly about how much change they're making in the world and how, oh, we're making a real effort to, FedEx is going to be more climate friendly next year. And it's like, no, actually, if you actually look at it, they're literally lying to you and it's just a scam. And it's like, when are we just gonna, I don't know. Like, I don't know. At what point? What's the tipping point? What's the last straw of all this shit that's like just a lie? Just a huge fucking lie that just nobody even believes. I mean, like the plastic recycling thing, right? Like, a lot of people believe, like, oh yeah, you gotta recycle all your plastic. It was like, most people don't even buy into a lot of the shit that I'm talking about. A lot of the fucking stuff, the whole point of why I'm even talking about is, it's like, yeah, it's not even, like, it's not even a secret. It's not even a secret that, like, oh, Hollywood is full of pedophiles. Not a secret. Everybody knows that. There's jokes about that constantly. Do we do anything about it? No! Big fat fucking goose egg on that one. I don't know. I guess I just find that interesting. I don't know. And yeah, the environment is a big part of that. All this like, turn off your lights for Earth Day, and fuck you. How about you fucking stop polluting? How about fucking you fucking turn off your fucking smokestacks for an hour? How about that? How about you go fuck yourself? $10 from my lady Class. Hey Claw, I don't know if you're interested in this genre of music, but an electronic music duo I love is called Machine Girl. They do breakcore, drum and bass, and a few other genres. I hope you check them out. Well, I have been known to like glitch music and like breakbeat stuff before, so I think I've heard of that. I will keep that in mind. Isn't Machine Girl also like a movie or something? It sounds familiar. Electronic. Oh, it's this band with the horrible album covers, right? Yeah. It's this band that aesthetically looks like a blackened death metal band. Yeah. Well, I don't know. What genres is this? Breakcore, drum and bass, digital hardcore. One of the genres listed here is footwork. Is that a genre? Oh, this is some cutting edge shit. Footwork. That's a genre now. Also, I think both of the guys in this duo are guys. Yeah, it's called Machine Girl, and it's two guys. Oh, I guess it's based on a movie. Yeah, okay. All right, well, that's fine. Maybe I'll look into that. Let's see. $10 from Rather Stoic. It's easy to feel crazy when voicing this stuff, but the point of it all is to make us so tired with life that we don't want to think about or deal with any of it. The final nail in the coffin is apathy. That is, nailing it on the head with that one right there. Speaking of nails, yeah, it is. I mean, it's like, it now comes the tech rant of the stream, where it's like, we've all had a situation where, like, our phone just randomly changes our settings on us. Or, like, our computer, for a year or more, we have been opening JPEGs just fine with this program. But all of a sudden, one day, it's like, are you sure you want to use this program to open this It's like all just built to, like, slowly fucking wear us down. Just all this tech shit. All this thing where I plug my fucking headphones into my phone and then it automatically adjusts my volume down because, oh, we don't want to hurt your hearing, little baby. That fucking shit. And you can't turn it off. You cannot turn it off. Some phones, I understand you can. My phone, cannot. Cannot turn off the thing either, where it'll just randomly when I've got YouTube playing, like when I'm on my phone, I'm like in my bed, I'm about to go to sleep, I've got a podcast or something playing, and I've got the phone turned off with the audio playing. So like the screen is off, but the audio is playing. And after like 10 minutes, it randomly shuts off. Just out of nowhere. And it's like, this is just kind of, I don't know, this is just like something. There's just something about this technology. There's something in tech where they like include a little failsafe to like, oh, yep, every time you sign in to your thing, you're gonna have this error. Every time I've been, I've flown across the country recently. It's like, I think yesterday was like my third time flying across the country, and it was, or no, I guess it would have been like my fourth or something. But it was like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know what I was saying. I lost the plot. The plane sucked, by the way. Don't fly. Flying is bullshit. But yes, it's apathy. It's having to deal with just all of this stupid bullshit. It's having to deal with all these minor inconveniences and just put. Oh yeah, the flying thing. Like one of the times that I booked a flight recently, I actually got Aeroplan points from it. Like with Air Canada, I actually got that because I have one of those accounts. I have the Aeroplan thing. It's just every time that I have bought a ticket, except for that one time, and I type in my Aeroplan number, it says, sorry, we cannot proceed. It's the right number. Like, it's the right number. And I can sign in and have that number work and everything. It's the right number. But when I'm actually buying the tickets and that number matters and I could get the points for those tickets, yeah, no, it just doesn't feel like letting me get those points that time, It just doesn't feel like it. And it's like, it's all little things. It's all just it's a mountain of little things like that. Like, just little, like, oh, that's kind of fucked. Oh, wow, that sucks. Oh, yeah. Oh, that also sucks. Oh, what's that? The entire fucking internet for Canada has been offline for like a couple days now. Oh, that sucks. That's a little weird. Oh, well, back on with life. I wonder if The Price is Right is playing. Like, yeah, it is just apathy. And the thing is, they won. I mean, everybody is just apathetic. We all know. That's the point. That's what I think that's it. You nailed it on the head, friend. The final nail in the coffin is apathy, and everybody is apathetic. That's my plight. This whole stream has been, why doesn't anybody give a shit about all of these fucking this stuff that we're forced to like put up with, this like YouTube. I haven't even gotten into the YouTube ranting. I haven't even begun to shit on YouTube, and I can't because I have to go to a concert in a few hours. I have to get other stuff done. But like, I haven't even gotten into YouTube, and how bullshit that is, and Google and all of that. That's a whole other thing. That's a whole entire other stream. For that. Like, I didn't even get into that. But like, that's a great example where it's like, we all know YouTube sucks. The ad shit is broken, copyright shit is broken. Are we ever going to just like do something about it? Are we ever going to like actually do anything about like people breaking the law with copyright abuse? Are we ever going to like do anything about that? The false copyright claims and shit, which they tell you, if you don't know this, that's illegal. Filing a false copyright claim, you could go to jail for that. They tell you that. However, it's apparently not illegal enough to really matter, because nobody's ever fucking going to jail for that shit. I mean, people are filing this shit left and right. Fucking Actman had proof that Quantum TV did that, and they punished him for pointing it out. YouTube punished him, not Quantum TV. So like, yeah, YouTube is fucking bullshit. We all know it. But we're also apathetic. What are we gonna do about it? I mean, none of us are gonna fucking start. I'm not gonna start another fucking platform, because who's gonna go to the platform? It'd be so much work. And for what purpose, right? Like, for what purpose? It'd be so much effort to start a new YouTube for people to go, where the creators are treated fairly, and the rules are followed equally for everybody, and blah blah blah. And then it's like, true communism hasn't been practiced, and then it like, everything is a utopia at first. That's another thing. It's like, nobody's gonna make the alternative to YouTube, right? But like, if they ever did, and it was an actual website that actually fucking got off the ground and wasn't like Odyssey or whatever, like, and it had its own thing, and it had its own, like, TikTok. If TikTok becomes the alternative to YouTube, it's gonna be the same thing. Because it's owned and operated by evil fucking corporations that don't give a shit about you and care more about themselves and care about their bottom line and shit. And so TikTok is going to play favorites. There's going to be people that work at TikTok or whatever the website is, whatever the platform is that's like a replacement to YouTube, that people are going to inevitably be like, oh, we got to go over there. Fuck Susan. We're going to go over to ScumTube, and then we go there, and it's like within 6 months there is just another situation there where there's like simp Twitch mods that are like, fucking things up. And I mean, it all comes down to trust. All of this corporate shit, it ironically just comes down to the trust in one individual. Are you able to trust that the guy who runs this company is going to like fucking be chill? Or is going to be like the guy who runs fucking Warner Brothers now and is like fucking segmenting off movies to like other streaming services because they're for the other gender? Like, are you going to be like that, or are you going to be like a decent guy who runs your company and like treats people right? It's like, if your alternative to YouTube is run by a person with some integrity who has some kind of moral compass, that's great. That is incredibly rare, though, and lines are bendable and seldom very long. They're seldom very strong. People have real hard and fast moral guidelines about, well, I'm going to run this site differently from YouTube. I'm not going to be the Susan here until they get a big enough check. Until someone gives them a big enough check to put, the equivalent of Jimmy Kimmel all over the front page. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know. That's another thing where it's like, we're kind of all... Like, YouTube people, I feel, are all just kind of, like, waiting a little bit for something. Like, either YouTube is going to, like, shut down or become exclusively for, like, fucking corporations. Or some other platform is going to happen, or something big is going to happen. Some radical change will eventually happen with YouTube. None of these platforms last forever. Vine died. YouTube can die just as easily at some point. It's not profitable for Google. And the fucking user base hates YouTube. So, I mean, if it returns to a point where everybody like me and like, people that actually edit videos and put together stuff leave, and the only thing left on YouTube is like family home movies and like, again, Jimmy Kimmel clips and The Voice and shit like that, then I guess that's what it'll be. But whatever happens, whatever big change inevitably happens, it's not going to be better. It's never going to be better. I mean, that's the black pill, really. It's never going to be better. Whatever change there is. People tell me, oh, YouTube sucks. Why don't you go to Twitch? Look at the stream. Why don't I go to Twitch? Because Twitch fucking allowed a lady to have sex on their platform, and now everything else in the world is wrong, She caused all of this to happen. Jeffrey Epstein not killing himself, that's all her fault. That's all her doing. Not really, obviously. But yeah. I don't know. Twitch sucks. People are like, whoa, if you're having copyright issues, I feel bad for you, son. Why don't you go to Twitch and you'll have some more fun? And it's like, yeah, that would be cool. Except I also have to neuter how I speak even worse on Twitch, because literally if you say a word that just offends the moderators a little bit too much and hits too close to home for them, then they will ban you. If you make jokes that personally offend them, it doesn't matter if it's within the rules, doesn't matter. Also, yeah, Twitch will also ban you if you are problematic on other platforms. If you have had wrongthink and ever expressed an incorrect opinion about any of the issues that are important, that we're all supposed to have the right opinion on, then Twitch can just ban you. I mean, it doesn't matter if you said it on Twitch. They can just ban you, And I mean, the thing that people will say that's in defense of all this, I'm sure there'll be it's probably someone already said well, it's a free company, it's Twitch. It's not like a government thing. They have no real obligation to not run their shit this way. They probably have a lot of fine print that states that they absolutely can. People have pointed out, if any other employer treated people the way that YouTube treats a YouTube creator, and there's just no job security, you don't know from 1 minute to the next if you'll just wake up one morning and no longer have a career. If YouTube treated people, if Microsoft treated people the way YouTube does, then that would be a major fucking thing. We would be hearing about that in the news. But of course, YouTube gets away with it because technically we're private contractors or something. There's some fucking scummy legal bullshit, double-speak, bilingual English fucking loophole about oh no, you don't actually have to give them any rights. They don't actually have to have any kind of rights or privileges or anything. Actually, it's I know it's getting, it approaches Gamers Rise Up if you start saying why don't YouTubers unionize or something, because that's probably not easy. It's not, again, with the law and the way that it is, it would require probably some level of rewriting the law, I assume, to be no, this is what qualifies as this type of job and this deserves this type of blah blah blah. The law as it stands now is kind of the problem, not so much it's they're exploiting the system that is, and they're able to fuck over the people that make their site what it is. I mean, if all of the people like PewDiePie and Mr. Beast fucking abandoned YouTube tomorrow, then again, YouTube would be left to just, YouTube would pretty much, if another platform comes along and all of like Mr. Beast and, you know, Markiplier or fucking Pyro, you know, all of those people, all the big time makeup people and the like hot ones. If hot ones moved to Odyssey, YouTube is finished. You know what I mean? Like YouTube is already not fucking profitable for Google. YouTube is like, I don't know. But it's all a sham. Life is a lie. Society is fake. $2 from Victor Martinez. How did we get from sex to deep thoughts? Well, you know, we go deep like a Navy SEAL. $5 from Bad Horse 16. Hey Claw, I'm glad to see that you're steaming. I just finished basic training and I'm binging all of your streams. Stay well and have a good steam. I like that you wrote the word stream 3 times in this super chat, and you spelled it as steam twice. 2 out of 3 times you misspelled it, and I like it more that way. I am also glad to see that I'm steaming, you know? It's a pretty warm day today, you know? Thank you. Congrats on the basic training. Do you like no longer have to hear that guy yelling in your ear about what a maggot you are or whatever? Is that still happening? I don't know. $2 from Fat Man. What is the deal with airplane peanuts? They've been trying to keep us out of those fucking things for years. It's all a fucking psyop, man. $5 from Starman. Pushed in glasses. Actually, the Smash tourney being canceled was pedo related. Great trash fire if you're interested. Well, yeah, I guess I believe that. It is Smash Brothers. I suppose I believe that. Yeah. But I think the Splatoon, I think they canceled that one, but then like a Splatoon stream or a Splatoon tournament thing was like, no, but you can't do that though. They're just playing fucking Melee. What's wrong with you? And then they like canceled that tournament too or something. Like C Indeed, that tournament, some shit. Like it was just spiteful. There was a thing where I Freudian slipped almost and said Disney. There's a thing where Nintendo like legitimately just did something for no reason that could be identified other than just to spite the guy. And so that was that was a little awkward. Let's see, $10 from my lady class. To be fair, Nintendo did take down a crappy mobile game with stolen Yoshi assets in it. I think it was called Ezra's Adventure or something. You're still on the mark, though. I mean, yeah, they do sometimes. I think I remember which one you're talking about. They do sometimes. But, like, I don't know. Are they taking down all of the fucking like Mario fucking ripoffs on there? I guess it's at a point like it's too hard, like, because there's going to be more bootleg Marios on the Android store. Maybe there won't be as many bootleg Yoshis. So it's like if somebody comes out with like bootleg Zelda, and you know it's like whatever, this isn't really affecting our bottom line. But if somebody comes out with a bootleg of like, I don't know, like Doshin the Giant, it's like that all of a sudden is, you know, you got to stop them. You got to fucking you got to step in. You got to step in there. $5 from Stephen Victoria. We can't really do anything though. These companies are too powerful. Yeah, and we gave all this power to them. We just gave it all away to them willingly. We gave them all of this power and gave them all of our identities and information and all of this because it was convenient to have like Facebook or whatever. We just did this. It's our fault. I mean, really, that's the other black pill. We did this willingly. It's our fault. None of us read the fucking terms of service on our human Sentai pad, and now look where we are. I mean, I feel like there's got to be something that can be done. I don't know. I mean, if all that is done is people don't buy things from these companies anymore, then that's something. But then you get situations like one evil company I haven't even discussed yet, Nestle. Because they're so evil that they're basically unavoidable. Like, you can choose to some extent, oh, I don't want to watch the new Marvel show. I don't want to watch the Mulan remake because Disney, you know, blah, 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 concentration camps in China, blah, 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 whatever awful thing Disney did with that movie, which is totally true. And you can boycott that to an extent. But, I mean, you can't boycott some things, you know? You can't boycott Nestle easily. I mean, I guess you can if you want to be like a weirdo that lives on a fucking farm and just like grows all their own fucking beets and shit. But if you want to be a normal person that lives in society with the rest of normal people, I guess that's part of it too. Is I remember back in the day, on like I never really went to this board much when I was on 4chan. I never went there much because it didn't fall within my interests. But the firearms board K would often talk about like. And you could probably make the argument that this is a little concerning, and maybe some of these people might have been like, I don't know, you know, hoarding weapons for maybe the wrong reason. But there was often like the meme about going in a woods, just like going off of the grid. Like I no longer no Facebook, no like, you know, nothing that can track me, none of that shit. And it's like that has become harder and harder to do. And the thing that they always said was like, I guess the problem with this, like this was the issue that they would face, and I don't know why I was even aware of this because I never went on K. I think maybe it was like during the period when R9K wasn't completely terrible, before it turned into the incel board, and it was just like a slightly slower, slightly more mature B. There was some talk about like going in a woods and like you know going off the grid in that way, and the issue was always like, well, I'm gonna look like I'm a crazy person. I'm gonna meet like a girl and she's gonna be like, oh Anon, you know, add me on Facebook or whatever. This was like 2012, by the way, but you know, and they'll be like, oh no, sorry, I don't use Facebook, they're spying on us. And it's like, that is another element where it's like, the shit that's going on in the world is so fucked that if you actually just say it to people, I mean, again, you sound like you're crazy. It's like, oh, why don't you just phone a cab? Oh, I don't own a cell phone because there's not a cell phone that exists where the company that sold it to you isn't monitoring every word that you say. And like other things, even more concerning things, like monitoring your fucking like eyeball tracking and shit like that, you know? And it's like, if you say that, it's true, it is true, but it makes you sound insane. It makes you sound like you're a crazy person who needs to take the brain pills, and people don't want to be around you. And so that's also part of it. It's apathy, and it's also the fact that they're just getting away with shit that's so wacky. That's so high concept crazy that it's like people just don't even, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It's sad. 1081 from Exile Postman. Man, I'm absolutely with you on the psychotic obsession that the dumb masses have with really stupid, banal distractions and how basically no one cares about Scientology or Wall Street BS anymore. Yeah. Occupy Wall Street is, I feel like, kind of a great example of this sort of thing that I'm talking about, where it's like, this is what would happen, basically. Where Occupy Wall Street, I think, as far as I could tell, began as like a fairly legitimate thing. It was a fairly legitimate, I mean, they started around 2008 or 2010 or whatever, around like when the fucking economy was in free fall. And they had real reasons to want to occupy Wall Street in the way that they did. And then... mysteriously, over the course of time, for some reason, it seemed like they just kind of got more and more strange and hilarious, and people just kept laughing at them. And Occupy Wall Street just kind of became a bunch of stupid fucking morons squabbling about which person is disabled and like hard done by society enough that they get to talk first on the progressive stack. Like all of this fucking nonsense that's just completely fucking just an entire distraction to everything that matters. And the fucking Occupy Wall Street went down as a joke. It is now a punchline. It is now a punchline like he will not divide us. It is on the same level because mysteriously, and not that I'm suggesting that any major banks had the, forethought to maybe put some people into that mix that were able to derail things with nonsense meant to distract people, like the progressive stack or whatever. Not that I'm suggesting that it's all a fucking conspiracy or anything like that, but it is interesting that was a bunch of people trying to stand up to this shit that's happening. And look how that turned out. It's funny how that turned out, isn't it? It's funny how that just became a complete joke and got immediately discredited, isn't it? Huh. Really makes you think, doesn't it? Really makes you think. $20 from the ruiner of chats. Papa Claw. I just got the job for a position I interviewed for. Time to celebrate. I think you might have mentioned that last time, and congratulations. Time to celebrate indeed. Would you like the rest of this lay fat bastard Shiraz? Because I don't want it. I certainly don't want that. I'm gonna have to pawn that off on someone. Let's see. £5 from My Red Hulk. The message literally says no message, but thank you. Yeah, that's what it says. $5 from My Lady Class. Dolphin Jelly's super chat message is a Megamind reference. Oh god. Oh yeah, there's no Santa, no Tooth Fairy, no Queen of England. I laughed at something pony related last night for the first time ever. Like in a way that wasn't a laugh at the person who is like a fan of ponies or whatever. It was a tweet that was like the entire internet right now, and it showed a clip from My Little Pony where one of the horses goes like, "The Queen," and then another horse walks onto screen bouncing and going, "Yeah, the Queen!" And yeah, that's that's basically it. That's how things have been. Yeah. That's the legacy of Queen Elizabeth. $2 from Fat Man. What is the deal with airplane peanuts? Oh wait, I read that one already. 618 from Exiled Postman. Do you think this is Twitch attempting to dip their toes into branching out into some kind of OnlyFans competitor? No. I mean, if they wanted to, they could, but no, this is just simps at Twitch selectively enforcing the rules and hoping that this lady will, like, look at their penis if they, unban them and say they're really sorry for having to enforce the rules that she broke. And then not even that, they said it was a mistake. They said it was, oh, sorry, we accidentally banned you for a week for having sex on the platform. Oops, sorry. It would have been great, though, if it was like, sorry, we accidentally banned you for a week. It was supposed to be a lifetime ban. That would have been based. That would have been excellent. Let's see. $5 from a lady class. Unrelated, but have you ever heard of J-Reg? He makes pretty great content, in my opinion. He's also running for mayor of Ottawa. Well, the name sounds familiar. I mean, sounds familiar. I don't think I've ever seen anything. I don't think I've seen anything from him, but I may have seen him in a video or something. $10 from My Lady Class again. Hey, so what did the person who took down Kiwi Farms do? I've heard this person's name before, but I'm not familiar with her. She seems like a psycho. Well, I haven't super done a lot of research on that, but as far as I can tell, the implication, at least one of the things that she is being said to have done, and there seems to be pretty ample proof of, is that she ran this thing on Twitter, or this thing on Discord. It was called the Catboy Ranch, and it was like a Discord server meant to help kids like to transition or something, and that's a whole sticky topic. I don't want to get into all that, but it's like meant to help people kids transition. And it was like, I don't know, I mean, listen, here's the thing, right? I don't want to get into it, but when you're a grown adult and you are trans, and so you are clearly, that's something that is something you wanted to do for your situation, and you go and you start telling all these teenagers who are maybe unsure about their lives and unsure about their body and their situation, and you go, oh no, bro, it's great. You should totally do it, bro. It's great. Hey, you want me to get you some cool fucking hormones, bro? I can do it. Because she apparently did that too. She would like get kids hormones if they were like not allowed them. So it's like, I don't know. There's a bit of a fine line somewhere between like, hey, you should be allowed to feel how you want to feel as a person at a young age or whatever. There's a fine line between that and a weird adult like enforcing their sexual feelings and their sexual like beliefs and stuff upon someone who's, I mean, I don't know. It's just there's no way that you can paint it where it doesn't sound a little bit like grooming. But that's what has said to have been done. She was like super gung ho about getting young people to transition. Which, I mean, again, I'm not getting into the whole thing, but you know, again, there's a way to be supportive for that kind of thing. And then there's a way that just kind of, again, there's not really a way to frame it that doesn't sound at least a little bit like the definition of what grooming a minor is. You know, it doesn't matter that you're not planning on grooming them to touch them, but you are still sexually, like, altering how they, you know, I don't know, it's a thing. So that's one of the main things. She's also done a number of other things. I don't know. She's one of those ones where it's like, gee, I can see why you wanted your thread taken down. I can see why. And the thing is, like, from what I understand, Josh, like, Null, who runs Kiwi Farms, I think he's said before, like, if you just email him and go like, hey, is there any chance you could take down this thread? Like, this is, you know, not really, like, this is taken out of context or whatever. If you're like a normal person and you say that, I'm pretty sure he said before, like, he'll do that if you ask like a normal person. But when you frame it as like, we have to take them to war, and you pretend that it's because you're trans and not because, you know, they have a bunch of info that makes you look bad. You know, yeah, I can see why maybe, you know, I don't know, maybe that info's not coming down off that site. I don't know, maybe that's gonna stay up on the website. I don't know. I don't know if that's the way you go about doing things like that. But yeah, again, I'm not super familiar with it. There's people all over who say that she's done nothing wrong, and I don't really know how they you know, reconcile that fact with certain things that are like proven that she has said and done. But you know, whatever. There's an opinion about that, I suppose, and I don't know. I haven't educated myself, and so you know, I might be speaking out of my ass a little bit, but I don't know. The whole thing is certainly a kerfuffles. That's certainly what that is. $5 from Starman if you want to catch up on the Kiwi kerfuffle. Here's a Medicare archive on the subject, and there's a link. I don't know if people were able to click on the link. Maybe I can't click on it here. OBS won't like let me click on the link, but yeah, Medicare talked about it recently, and I understand she tried to like target him or something because of that. It's the whole thing. Yeah. I would recommend probably that you watch that stream. I haven't seen it personally, but Jim is fairly good at laying things out in that manner. I would say that's probably got more of the info. Again, when I first found out about the situation, it was from watching a completely unrelated YouTuber who was just like, yeah, I've got this friend who lives in London, Ontario, and she's being harassed by hateful online, and I was just like, okay, well, are we absolutely certain that this is completely apropos of nothing and this is just a random cloud of crazy, evil, angry people on the internet that have decided to rain upon her parade? Are we sure that happened and not something different than that? Are we sure? Because I don't know. And as it turned out, probably not exactly that. $5 from Milady Class. Claw, look at Randall Gary's chat message response to me. I'm sorry, this was 40 minutes ago. It's not still available. But you know, that info is out there. I mean, this is one of the most one of the greatest examples of the Streisand effect, the Barbara Streisand effect of like, once you try to suppress info on the internet, it's only ever going to make more people wonder, like, what you're trying to, you know, for every 10 people that blindly just hear, oh, Kiwi Farms is attacking a trans person, those monsters, we have to do something about them, and don't do any research, there is probably going to be at least one. For every 10 people, there's going to be at least one who's like, okay, but why are they attacking her, though? And then they go and they check and they go, oh, okay, that's why. I see why people might have an issue with this individual. I understand now why there might be some, you know, they might be at loggerheads somewhat. I can see that. You know, and so, yeah, you can find that info now. I mean, I would never have... This is the great thing too. If this chick had never tried to take Kiwi Farms to war, I would never have known that she was apparently the one who ran the infamous Discord Catboy Ranch, which was like a famous fucking thing too. It's like a famous fucking, like, I've heard of that for years, like this weird fucking scummy like Discord server where they would, like, you know, fucking groom minors and blah 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 and all this shit. And I've been hearing about that, and I had no fucking idea that this lady, this random fucking lady, trying to take down Kiwi Farms, trying to take them to war. It's like, oh, I get it now. Okay, I can see why you feel that way. Crusta Crank with $5 just joined your Discord. I sure hope there aren't any devious little puzzles that will perplex me. Well, no, there is a simple little puzzle that is easy enough to finish if you read the rules. And then people are like, oh, I couldn't figure out how to get into the thing. And it's like, well, I guess you just didn't read them, did you? I get it. I never read the rules at most places either. But, you know, thankfully the rules on our Discord are written in such a way, you know, rule number 1 is just don't be an asshole. I mean, they're just written in such a way that I think you can just read them. And, you know, you'd probably be better for having done so. Less issues in the future. For everybody. $5 from Ethan Kelly. There's also the fact that they add like 30 to 40% new plastic when they do end up recycling to keep the quality. Yeah, and I mean, there are some types of plastic that can be recycled, and people are a little better now. Like, I think it's like plastic marked with 3 and 7 are like ones that you can't recycle, I guess, or maybe it's the opposite. Those are the ones you can. I don't know, but it's like, yeah, there's different plastic types that I guess quote unquote can be recycled, but a lot of what you are recycling is like, can we just put this in the landfill? Because it is probably not really doing that much good, you know, like not that much. I don't know. $5 from I read that one. $2 from Victor Martinez. Taiwan is real. Chinese Communist Party is. Oh man, you're spitting the mad fucking takes. I don't know. They're not gonna let you get away with that. We don't fuck with fools, man. $2 from Victor Martinez. DeadwingDork. I calls it as I sees them. That's all I do. I don't know about based. 501 from Exiled Postman. I recommend Hollywood Burns. It's like vaporwave styled movie music score. That's cool. Mostly instrumental. You know, instrumental music is something that I feel like we need to have more of. Because, you know, I've been watching a lot of Fantano lately, and that Brad Taste guy, and Fantano likes to talk about, like, mumble rap versus, like, what he calls lyrical miracle rap, which I've come to realize means, like, Eminem clones, essentially. People that just try to fit in a bunch of words and, like, say, like, rapping fast is, like, the best thing. And, like, you know, the lyrical miracle people, the Eminem clones, the white guys in gray hoodies with beards, who look edgy and are standing in some kind of warehouse rapping really quickly, about how they're more crazy than a short lady trying to give birth to 84 babies. You know, hot fire bars like that, complaining that the mumble rappers, you know, their sound, they're not really bringing the lyrics or whatever. They're not really actually bringing the, you know, the bars, you know, they're not really bringing the clever creativity and artistry of like the actual MCing that like a Mos Def or someone might have brought, a Q-Tip back in the day. And the response to that is often, well, you know, this like modern style, this like trap stuff, it's like not meant to be like listened to carefully. You're not supposed to listen to like the lyrics. You're just supposed to kind of have it on in the background. And I'm just like, okay, but then why does this album have lyrics? Why does this album by, you know, Lil Scummy or whatever, like SoundCloud rapper, why does this have to have lyrics? Why do we have to listen to this guy? Oh, yeah, taking all kinds of fazans. I'm a drinking out the lean. Like, do we need to just make it an instrumental song? Like, I can't listen to the Travis. I tried listening to Astro World by Travis Scott, which I'm not going to anymore because that guy's a fucking dipshit and I don't want to listen to his music. But I tried listening to it. Good instrumental. I listened to the first song. Really liked the instrumental. Didn't like the vocals because the vocals are just not. I mean, they're nothing. I mean, just don't even have vocals. If the vocals don't matter, like, don't have vocals. Instead of a vocal melody, just have like a guitar or a flute, you know. Except if you don't have vocals, then the TikTok kiddos won't make hot fire TikTok audios with your cool song. So I guess yeah. There's room for a rant about just the whole music industry too, and how like. Oh man, that's, you know, this is just gonna be a new segment. I'm just gonna do this from now on. We're just gonna every now and then, every couple weeks, I'm just gonna be like, hey, here's what's pissing me off, and we're just gonna go for a little while, and that's gonna be what we do. Let me see here. $2 from the ruiner of chats. Been getting spam credit texts since it happens. Yes, so have I. I keep getting spam texts about how my Netflix account needs to be fixed or something. And of course they're never written correctly, and they're always from like 199999, and I'm like, oh yeah, that number. I know that guy. I haven't heard from him in years. $5 from my lady Claw. Did you hear about how Business Casual is suing YouTube? Their video's interesting. It's related to copyright infringement, by the way. I've heard about that. I didn't really look into it. I should. That does sound interesting. I can only hope that anytime there's something like that where it's like, oh, I'm suing YouTube over this, blah blah blah. I always find out what it is, and I'm like, it's like, oh, is this going to be something that I can like, I don't know, like something I relate to, and I would love for somebody to sue YouTube, and it's literally just like the same shit I'm complaining about right now. That'd be great. It's never going to happen, but I mean, and I don't know how successful this channel will be, but you know, more fucking power to them. I don't know what exactly they're trying to sue for. Maybe I'll look into it. Let's see, $5 from Shadow. Christ, you're making a lot of good points this stream. Use this for merch or inhaler juice. You know, I thank you. I'm probably not going. Well, actually, I don't have any Porcupine Tree shirts. I might have to buy a shirt tonight. Yeah, I don't want to buy a shirt from like the concert, because like when I saw Opeth, they were selling fucking shirts for like $50, $60, and then the next day I went to a thrift store and I found an Opeth shirt for like $20, and sadly it doesn't really fit me, but I still am happy to own it because it's a very nice shirt, and you know what, I will lose a bunch of weight and fit that shirt eventually. But yeah, no, I don't want to spend $60 on a Porcupine Tree shirt, but man, I guess it really depends on what designs they have, you know. I missed out on going to see Wu-Tang. They were playing on the 4th with Nas. I could have got like a Wu-Tang shirt or something. I don't know. But Method Man wasn't there, and I'm like not even that into. I like Illmatic, but I don't know much else from Nas, so it's like, I don't know. I'll catch the next time Wu-Tang comes, whatever. As long as nobody dies. God, that would really suck. That's the fear now. Always in the back of my head. I'm gonna be listening to their music and I'm gonna be like, yeah, I mean, fucking like Ghostface Killa might have a heart attack before they come to Toronto next, and I'm gonna hate myself if that's the case. I'm gonna fucking hate myself if I missed my chance by like a week, you know. But yeah, merch. I might buy some merch. I might make some merch. Who knows? $2 from Autistic Wolf. Thank you for the steamed hams today, Claw. Loving it. You know, I'm loving every second of it. $5 from Milady Class. Whatever happened to the guy who wanted to start a YouTube union? I remember you mentioning him in an earlier stream. I forget which stream though. Yeah, I also remember that. I didn't necessarily remember that I brought him up, but it sounds like something I probably would have. I do remember seeing people talk about that though, and I would assume that nothing really happened with that, because I would assume that to have a union you need to be like actually employed, which, I mean, just sadly we are not. YouTubers and Twitch streamers are not employees of Twitch or whatever, because that would be very complicated for them as a business, I guess. It'd probably be fairly complicated for us in a way too. But also, it's just to protect themselves in a way that I can get. I mean, if you got a person like Peluchin Entertainment uploading like cat gore, you don't exactly want that person to be on your payroll as like a YouTube employee or whatever. But on the other hand, if you are someone like me or countless other people that you probably watch, I watch, your Cinemassacres, your whoever's, whatever people, some maybe not AVGN, but somebody maybe a little smaller in size than a channel like that. But even a channel like that, honestly, we could maybe use some kind of fucking benefits. We could maybe use some kind of like, I don't know, fucking dental plan. Lisa needs braces. We could maybe use some kind of something like that. We could use some kind of job security. Something like that. We could at the very least use some kind of thing. YouTube always claims that they care about the mental health of their creators and everybody's got to have a fucking safe ass space on our platform. Everybody's got to be safe, except for anybody who's making content for your fucking platform. If you're like a fucking lady in a burqa, yeah, great, you got a platform to talk. But if you're just trying to make jokes about something, or like fucking God forbid, like watch a music video, or even just talk about a person that decides that you're not allowed to talk about them and they feel like breaking the law and filing a false copyright strike, like none of that is ever enforced. None of that is ever punished. There's no job security. There is nothing to say any YouTuber you like. I mean, it could happen to anybody. It doesn't, regardless of size. Dr. Disrespect, it happened to him at any moment. You could wake up tomorrow and YouTube decided JonTron's no longer allowed to have a channel. Yeah, YouTube just decided, and maybe it's not even a decision. Maybe it's just a mistake and they never fix it, Maybe that's all it is. Maybe it's because it's probably for a big channel that wouldn't happen. But if it was like a small channel, you're watching somebody who's maybe like a 7,000 subs channel or something. And then, oops, that channel's gone now. Didn't break any rules, but the bot mislabeled something that they posted as like fucking ISIS footage or something. They got the bot screwed up, and so now that guy no longer has a channel. Is YouTube ever going to fix that? Probably not. Probably not, unless you embarrass them about it on Twitter and ratio them and force them to, like, respond in that way. If they don't have to do shit, they probably won't do shit. So, yeah, YouTubers certainly could use, maybe not a union, but something. Fucking something. Fucking something. God damn it. At the very least, stop lying to us about how much you care about our fucking mental health or whatever. Oh yeah, you really care about how we feel as creators. That's why you fucking show us what video is doing best and all of this fucking shit to just micromanage everything we make. You really care about how we're doing as creators. That's why you got rid of dislikes, because it hurts people's feelings. Well, unless of course you're the person who uploaded the video that's being disliked, in which case you still get to see how much everybody hates you. But don't worry, other people can't. So, if you're a rapist and you have a YouTube channel, people don't automatically know anymore when they look at your dislike ratio that you are up to something really bad. you know, or that the video is terrible or has terrible points or something. People don't automatically know. So now you have to wait through like an hour of a video before you get to the part where they, you know, talk about like, I don't know, something, insert thing here. NFTs. They talk about NFTs. You know, Emp Lemon tried to sell an NFT. I hope that was a joke. I don't know. I don't even know if that was real. I just remember, like, I think that was a thing that he did. I just hope it was, like, ironic. Maybe he's making a video about NFTs. I don't know. But, man. 2 euros from Ryan. It's all about sex, baby. It's all about you and me. Yeah, see, this is probably lyrics from a song about sex, but I don't know many songs. Like, I don't listen to a lot of songs about sex, you know? There's a song by Raekwon and Ghostface that's, like, Ice Cream, and it's like Raekwon's single most popular solo song, separate from Wu-Tang, but it's like Ice Cream, and the whole song is just these two guys like talking about how they want to lick the beautiful chocolate ice cream, and it's like it's all about women, and I'm like, I don't need to listen to that. I'm good. I don't know. I'm good. I don't need to know about what Ghostface Killah and Raekwon are licking. None of that. The only thing I want to know is how many licks it takes till I get to the Tootsie Roll center of a break. You know, but that's the only thing in that regard. Let's see. $2 from Victor Martinez. That moment when we trade freedom for comfort. Well, yeah, basically. You know, it was I don't know. I mean, I guess there are benefits to all of what we've given up, you know, our privacy and our freedom and whatnot. To have like a supercomputer in all of our pockets that's able to access any data ever, pretty much. You know, that's cool, sure. I just wonder how far back we would have been set if we did still have our, you know, like would we still have the ability to like Google restaurant reviews on the fly, just on the street, you know, at any given time? If we also had privacy as a people, would we? I don't know. But probably, you know, actually, we probably would. I think we probably didn't gain much, actually, from all of what we lost. Remember what they took from you. $5 from Milady Class. Yeah, I heard hormones aren't good for kids. I did hear puberty blockers aren't harmful for kids, but I'm not an expert on that. Yeah, I mean, there are things you can do. But I think it's just, and I mean, I'm certainly not one of those, like, they're trying to fucking turn our kids! I'm not one of those, as I've said before, one-man neighborhood watch people that has decided that the buck stops with them, only they can save the children. You know, I'm not exactly one of those. I don't really, you know, not really my problem, to be honest. For the most part, you know, I mean, it sucks, you know, shit that's happening sucks, but it's like, I'm not gonna like, you know, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna like change my life a whole bunch, but I will say, like, yeah, you know, there's the people that freak out about, oh, you're doing this, you're doing that, and they're trying to convert our kids, the agenda, and you know, I'm not there. Again, there's a big range of difference between trying to be supportive of a young person as they come to grips with, you know, their own identity, and you know, trying to shove weird fucking unlabeled Chinese pills from a strange website into a child's hands because you kind of enjoy making kids like transition, and you make them think it's a good idea and that they thought of the idea. Like, you know, there's a bit of a difference between, you know, supporting people and aiding and abetting people. I guess that's how you could describe it. $5 from Ash. Oh, I want to make a mod for Spider-Man PS4 that replaces the JJJ podcast with parts of the stream. I mean, you could do it. I think you could do it. Do the part where I play the Grunty Industry song. Do that. That'll be good. $5 from Wiggly Fungus. You might like lo-fi music. It's hip-hop that's mellow and usually doesn't have lyrics. Great for background and ambience. Well, that was what I was into before I got into rap. It's for over a decade or something. I think back in like 2010, I started to realize that I was into like down tempo and stuff. Because I was like looking for other stuff. I was like, you know, I kind of want to find something. I think what it was, I wanted to find stuff that sounded kind of like the Sims soundtrack, like Sims 2, how it has like you know, it's like kind of, I don't know what you'd call it, instrumental jazz sort of stuff or something, kind of down tempo-ish. And I was looking for something sort of like that, I guess. And yeah, I had like this satellite radio cable like music streaming, one of those like Stingray things. And I put on the down tempo station, and In the Waiting Line came on from 07. And from that moment, I was hooked, baby. I was a trip hop fan. Didn't really like rap all that much because I wasn't able to realize what there was to appreciate about it at that point, I guess. And so there was some like the first Archive album has rapping on it, and I always liked that. But you know, there's also my dad hated rap, and there was like, but my dad doesn't like it, so that must mean it's bad, right? Rap is crap, XD, like crap without the C, guys, like, you know, that kind of mentality. And so it was a degree of maturing as far as that went, but also just, yeah, I mean, I always knew I liked, you know, the chilled out beats or whatever. But that's the thing. Why can't we have another 07? Why can't we have, if you need to just have some cool background music, fucking Simple Things by 07, that album is great background music and great to listen to just like as an album. Just like focus on it. That's an excellent album. Front to back. Bonus singles included. Why don't we have that? Instead, we have all this terrible fucking, like, trap shit. And it's like, okay, if you want to have, I'll grant you, some of the instrumentals are cool. But if the lyrics don't matter, and if half of these people sound like Nav, you know, I don't know, just make it instrumental. Just make a saltwater sound, or a Licufanele, or whatever, some other classic from that album, you know, just make one of those. I don't know, you know, but well, yeah, I guess you can't, because you need to have music with lyrics to get like popular. That's the thing. $5 from Greta Thunberg. Canadian man reads super chats in the middle of the stream instead of the end. Here's how the stream topic deviated. Yeah, I mean, well, this stream was kind of a looser format. You know, the stream, the super chats helped me. I mean, the stream topic was always supposed to be kind of like this. The joke was sex rant, but it was just kind of a springboard to complain about a number of things. So like, yeah, no, I'm happy with how the stream turned out. I've just been able to kind of rap with you guys, you know, hang out with y'all and get to know you. I've been able to, you know, just kind of respond to some stuff and chill out and talk about some things. And the final super chat, 1124 from Exile Postman. Remember when H3H3 was sued for making fun of someone's video? So he started this whole movement about protecting creators and standing up for the underdog. Now look at him and what he became. Yeah, I remember when H3 was cool. I remember when H3 was cool and he stole all of his jokes from Filthy Frank, goddammit. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he was ever necessarily cool, but he was certainly less of a fucking chode than he is now. And finally, Bimp Liskit with $2 starts rapping about feet. You know, maybe. There's some stream of consciousness rap out there. I will say, I shit on a lot of, like, modern hip-hop or whatever, because I have not found much of it that I really like. And I'll find people, though, I'm like, oh, Kendrick Lamar, you know, I respect him as an artist, but I don't really necessarily like a lot of his music. But I found Fantano wouldn't shut up about this album, Sometimes I Might Be Introvert by Little Sims. Is a British lady rapper from like last year, and I put on that album and I started listening to the first song, and within like 10 seconds I was like, this sounds like something I would make. and I realized I liked it. That's like an actual rap album. An actual rap album from 2021 where they had like real lyrics and a flow and good bars and everything. And it was crazy. I couldn't believe it. It was almost like listening to almost like listening to a good rap album from the 90s. That's right, I said it. £2 from Anya Marie McDonald Harvey. DeadwingDork defends Kiwi Farms. Yes, I defend the website that was able to put behind bars a man who drills holes in puppies' heads and fucks them. Yep, you're right. I defended that website. I agree with that statement. Okay, thank you everybody for watching the stream and me complaining about stuff. I appreciate you. I will see you guys tomorrow, hopefully, if all goes well. If I don't get stabbed at the prog rock concert I'm visiting tonight. Oh my god, we got more super chat. $5 from only a quarter to boot XD. My dad would only listen to rap and it made me hate rap. Lol, he picked me up from daycare. I'm in a lowrider blasting rap. Now I only listen to MCR. Well, my dad we would drive around for hours at a time and he would play Emerson, Lake and Palmer and the Moody Blues and the Beatles and stuff. And one wonders how I wound up this way. One wonders how I look at a song that's 10 minutes and I go, I have everybody else is like groaning and I'm like, oh, interesting. Oh. That's childhood trauma, But yeah, it's good. It's good. I appreciate it. I also appreciate the little dance parties I used to have with my mom when I was like 4, and she would play like her 80s new wave shit, like Yaz or whatever. We would rock out to that. So a lot of influences. No rap. I think my mom claims she used to like Public Enemy. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. No, not a lot of rap. I have to find my own interest with that. It's like it's interesting. It's part of the reason why I'm enjoying getting into hip hop more now. Is like it's something that's it's like a unique discovery for me. It's not like I've been pushed in this direction by a parent or anything like that, or pushed into listening to power metal because I'm a fucking dork. And speaking of which, new Blind Guardian album. It's not. I don't know. Everybody is saying it's like their best album. It's not. It is not their best album. It's pretty good. It's kind of like a sequel to their 2015 album, which I liked. But it's not. It's certainly not better than like A Twist in the Myth or At the Edge of Time, or Nightfall, or Somewhere Far Beyond, or many of their albums. But it's a good album. They don't really have anything that's bad, except for maybe that like symphonic album. Anyways, I should end things now. I have a concert to be getting to, and yeah, if I don't get stabbed on the way back, I got a cool hot fire stream for you tomorrow. And like I said before, we will never forget. So thank you, everybody. Take it easy. Penis and vagina. DeadwingDork, ranting forever.